What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Key to the Game podcast. It's another episode with your boy Key. We got my man Ike Gary today. A lot of y'all may know him as Bonjo. Introduce yourself, man. Tell the people about yourself, bro.
You already know. Ike, Ike Gary, Boncho, Izzy Ike, whatever one you want to call me. My mom's name is Isaac Gary. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. Visionary. That's me.
Visionary, definitely big visionary, man.
Word.
Everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share also, man. But yeah, so we just gonna dive right in, man. Just tell the people about yourself, where you from, your upbringing, and everything.
I mean, obviously, I'm from New York, but I'm from the Bronx. You know what I mean? I'm from Morris Avenue, a block that, probably not well liked or too familiar with too many people. Small block, but a big block at heart. You know, I'm just a regular person from New York. I'm born in '91, and us. If you was born in that era, you could kind of understand the demographic of. We kind of seen like the beginning of the new innovation. You know what I mean? From being born in '91, hearing that 2000, the world going in.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I grew up. I went to Catholic school early on in life. So obviously, like, I won't say my education or learning processes was different, but the way I had to adjust to life early in my childhood stages, as far as like organization, being early, going to school, things like that. So I went to Immaculate Conception early. So going there, it like, that's before basketball. You know what I mean? So it's like your whole trajectory different. So my competitive level was about education. I had to know things. And then they made us real competitive with religion and rights and like standing for certain things. And me being light skinned, it was confusing too because they treated me a little funny because it's like first they said I was Spanish, then they said I'm white, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot of shit that I went through when I was young that it was like now that you learn up, you would probably say like it was mental abuse. You know what I mean? But or bullying or something like that. But I was immune to it because when you're from the neighborhood, you hear way worse shit, but it was a different dynamic because it was families there, kids who had families. So I see moms, dad, and I'm just like, man, why I can't have that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so those are the things that I early on was like questioning: was I envious about certain things, or like what I wanted to be, or what did I want? Because it was like the shit was different. It was just it's way different than what I mean. I felt like a slave a little bit because I'm going to school, I'm working hard, single mom at the time. You know what I mean? Like before my step pops came around, single mom. I got to get good grades. I got to do this. I got to do that. But these kids, I'm watching them. They get good grades and stuff. Their families come. Everybody's always happy. They never get in trouble in school. Then you start finding out their families donate to the church. And these things like they donate to the school. They're part of these programs. They get communion. You don't. So I'm like, oh, I want to do that, but I realize you're not Catholic. You're not Baptist. You're not baptized. So I dealt with a lot of that too. I got, you're not baptized, so you got to go over here, type from teachers and nuns and stuff. So it was like that was the first part of my early childhood, and I think I probably started playing like getting into basketball for real. Like my whole life, I love ball. Like you from the hood, you gotta love sport and love something.
Basketball court on every corner.
So like when I really get into like real basketball, I think it was probably like fifth grade at Immaculate. We playing in the CYO tournament. So
yeah, I'm familiar with that. I went to Mount Carmel in Harlem.
yeah, I know. Y'all was the school, but I'm saying like I'm not in the biggest division at the time, but it's like now it's kind of like this is my way I could start like fake little introduce myself outside of school to outside basketball a little bit because I never played anything like organized. We'd go to like people blocks, go to Patterson, probably go to Corlin, Mount Haven, Millbrook, probably go to Harlem, play 4th, 5th. You know what I'm saying? I grew up railing them. So it was just, I didn't play in tournaments at this point yet. It was just everybody else played with gauchos and all that other shit. I wasn't doing none of that. I was just, I play ball if I get a chance. Hey, yo, you want to come play with the old heads? Bet, fuck it, I want to go play. You know what I'm saying? So into 5th grade, we played. My team ain't shit in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like we was mad trash, like emotional. But I was mad competitive. There was a few other guys that was competitive. They tried to move me up to varsity one time. And like, yo, you good enough to play varsity? I was playing JV 5th grade. Okay. I was like, oh hell no, I want to play with my mans, because two of the people on the team, they was my friends from when I first got in that school. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't feel right leaving my friends behind, even though when they do all the on the road shit, I get second honors, they get first honors, they go to those shits and leave me. But
you was big on loyalty even back then.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So and then I was just like, nah, we got to do it this way. Like, you know what I mean. When you're watching guys like Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Rodman, Pippen, different people like Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars. When you young watching these things, the way they make competitive nature in that sport, even football, like football games was competitive. You see fans ready to fight. You see real life drama happening over the shit. So it was just like, I seen that shit was kind of like real life. So I try to like channel that into like, all right, but I'm finally playing sports. This is the way that, because I had no like dad teaching me like, you know, this is how you got to be, do your push-ups, you know, do this, like get your elbow on your, I didn't have that. I was just watching. I think this is what I got to do. But I knew one thing, if I play defense, rebound, everybody will let me play. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's one thing I knew. Like if I play defense, rebound, everybody let me play. So that was one thing that I just fell in love with, just being the guy that's just going to stop somebody from scoring at 5th grade. Then I'm like, yo, that's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like Dennis Rodman and all them on the court. Like, I'm trash. So that's why we probably winning. I'm going out there playing hard, but I'm probably scoring like 11 points, 12 points. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing all the other things, and everybody like, you're the best player. But I'm like,
you wasn't realizing the impact over the stats.
Right. I'm like, we losing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work. That whole 5th grade, I worked. My man William Sanchez transferred. He had went to Mount after this, but my man William, my fault, he had transferred in. And when Will transferred in, he had this competitive edge, like he was the best nigga in the school. I'm better than you. Like that's just the arrogant shit. But at this time, it's like I know where I'm from. I'm a whole different person who I am in Catholic school opposed to who I am in my neighborhood. Because it was like my mom's always told me, you can't fuck this up. I got to pay for you to this. So I knew how prestige it was to be in a position like this, to even have to, like, to get this type of education. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing of it because I always wanted to go to public school in the beginning. I used to tell my mom, then let me go then. If you're going to keep complaining about how much this shit costs and all this, and you got to buy me sneakers and this and that, like, you know, because I'm frustrated, like, nigga, this a nigga job. Why he not here? Where my pops at? You know what I mean? So it was more so that it's just, and like right now I'm just talking like young childhood, like just me talking like how I felt when I was young.
Nah, this is for you to
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I started like just putting pieces and shit together in my life. Like, all right, when I watch ball and I see how people talk about it in the hood, it's different. Now I'm starting to see why Catholic school ain't the same. But when William came in from public school and brought a different energy, now I was hyped because like I don't got to be this Ty dude in the school no more, because now I know he's going to challenge my ego. So he come in the gym talking shit. You know, we're going at it. Now he bring the best. Now the best of me is coming out of pause, because now all the best players in the school is playing. But it's like these two motherfuckers are going at it. But because he had a competitive edge, I never cared about being better than nobody. He just wanted to be the best, like better than me. Dude, my shit was just effortlessly. Like I could pull up. Man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. It's done. He wanted to make everybody know I got it done. So it was a difference, but we somehow became like best friends at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we became best friends when it came to the girls, when it came to basketball. We only passed each other the rock. If these motherfuckers don't want to play defense, he'd be like, yo, Ike, don't pass none of them the ball. He the point guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the wing. Don't pass none of them the ball. I'm only going to pass you the rock. And if I'm tired, I'm passing you the rock. So it was like that, but he never played defense. So one day, you know, everybody was playing ball. I think one of the regular players kind of like exposed his defense one day. You know how they switch us up and stuff and have to let the starters. I'm like, the starters playing against the bench, it's kind of trash now. It's whack. So they kind of switched us up. I knew I was a motivator. He wasn't a great leader that way. So I was just getting them to understand everybody else's weaknesses. This 6th grade and these practices. Then when we started beating them with me on that side, I started to realize like what I could really do in life, because it's just like being back home on the block. Like if you could be on the block and you could kind of get people to move a certain way, or you loyal to people who move a certain way. And I'm not gonna say I motivated people to do anything. It's just like when you build that, you know how you grew up in the hood and you build that certain relationship, and then when you go to school and you don't see it, and then you see people could fuck with you the same way, and they two different dynamics.
Nah, bro, trust me, man. Your story is kind of similar to mine, bro.
Yeah, so you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like,
Yeah.
but I'm not doing it for that, but it's starting to resonate early. So I'm like 11, 12 years old. So we win a championship. Long story short, I'm gonna speed up. Because me and William learned how to use his competitive arrogance and my laid back leadership to kind of come together. Like, yo, bro, I don't care if you're the man. You can be the man. I knew how to move. If you want to be the man, look, he want to be the man. This shit's about him being the man. But if we all want to win, we got to kind of come together. So I knew that I could get everybody to understand him the way I understood him. And I knew everybody was only going to rock with me. If I rock with him, then they're going to rock with him. But if I say F him, then boom. So I try to, and as we was doing that, I was building it to where it's like, all right, look, this is who he is. Because we used to have, like, after school, like, team meetings, like, parents would have us together. So this is the first time I'm seeing all this shit. I still don't know AAU. So I had my 6th grade teacher, Rashad Mead. He actually the current Brooklyn Eagle principal.
Okay.
This is his first time teaching. I think probably like 24, 25, maybe a little young. I don't know. First time teaching. He was our teacher. And he kind of was building that in us. And he kind of became a mentor to me. He introduced me to AAU again. You know, Team Oldham. You're like, why you don't go play with Gauchos and all that? You live right there. I'm like, I tried to kick my friends out, so I left. And then I heard they be playing with kids and shit. So my mom wasn't with none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was a little nervous. So I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. So he put me on with Team Oldham, and that kind of changed everything about me with basketball. Like, I think that's kind of like, you know how, like, because you older now in life, you're not a teenager, you older now in life, you have family. You know how it's like a time when you was a kid? It's a time that you hold on now when you was a kid that it kind of connected with you, like, yo, I could be this in life. Because you see it a little bit. So we was in Lincoln Park, and Lamar Odom had a Lamar Odom Day.
Mm-hmm.
This when 101 was popping. So Arnez was out there, D Wade when he was on the rookie contract in Miami, right before the LO trade.
Okay.
He was out there. Damn, it was mad people, but I'm right next to D Wade, like sitting next to him. Because I was a part of Team Oldham, so we just sitting there, we just mad, calm, chilling. And I'm just getting experience because I'm not starstruck, but I'm just sitting there watching, like, how this kid from the Bronx is all the way out in Queens, and I was the kid that they paid to bring over. Like, yo, you go get him. Yo, you stay with, like, I figured how to handle it, my man Monster. So I'm like, yo, I'm seeing this experience the whole time, and it was always a Miss Gary. Like, the way they always made me feel like a level of professionalism. Then it was like, man, why you live in the Bronx, yo? You need to go to Christ the King. I don't know nothing about none of this shit. You feel me? So I'm acting like I know I'm an AAU dude. I'm trying to fit in, basically. You understand? This is the time where I felt real uncomfortable in basketball because everybody already knew about all this stuff. You went to Mount Carmel, so y'all had different legends. So it was a different. I'm coming from somewhere nobody even know about this shit, but I'm acting like because my hood know I'm a ball nigga. Like, so why they don't talk about you like they? I was never chasing clout, but I also didn't have the information, you know what I'm saying, to really pursue. I grew up in a block. We had no basketball courts. We played garbage ball until I was about like 13 years old. We played on the steps inside Maria Lowe. Like, I'm being real. Like, I played football and baseball more than I played basketball. Before I go to my basketball practice, my son Rel in LaSalle, your family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I used to play football tackle before I go to practice with Barbosa and them. That's how I worked out on my game. Yo, you soft, nigga. Come get hit. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now I'm in the gym. Jump stop. Boom. With Day and all of them. Like, you know, that's how I got better. I'm watching Rel in the gym. When he transferred into LaSalle, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching him teach. I'm like, yo, bro, what? This nigga can't. But not competitive. That's my brother. Like, that's my man. He came out here to Cali. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. So I know Rel was into that shit. So once again, another star. You feel what I'm saying? We knew Rel was a star. Niggas was mad Barbosa was paying for my son going to school. I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. Rel, my man, fuck it. But one thing Rel did was, if I'm his man and they whatever, he good, his man got to be good. And I'm talking about basketball perks. I ain't even for no street shit. I'm talking about basketball perks. So He changed everything. Now chilling real more bitches, more this, more that. You know, my son married, all that shit. Y'all married. I'm just talking about when he was young. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me chilling on my side, they did the same shit, but coming to Harlem, I won't say it was milder, softer, smoother, because I'm not disrespecting nobody. That's like another home to me, but it was just like a unique way of how you could do so many things, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? It created a new avenue for me. In the Bronx, everything is like, I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the wrong words because that's me.
That shit is like Magnolia in the Bronx, man.
Yeah, son. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you were smart or you had wisdom, you can't even share it in the Bronx. You got to run somewhere else to go tell somebody. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So any information, anything you knew, like something good, like, yo, it could help the world, this and that. They don't hear that shit. Go do it, then tell us, and then we join. It was kind of like that for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, it was instant gratification before social media.
Vision, no pun intended.
My point, you know what I mean? But I love the Bronx. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the niggas is so fucking smart, creative. It's just like, who's gonna take that will to turn the leaf to say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it this way without doing any sucker shit, without, you know, bail out, just being able to balance it out. But I'm a Libra though. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what kind of like going into what this interview is about. You know what I mean? Like my young childhood, right then and there, because I ain't gonna talk about the rest of it because that's me. You know what I mean? I'm still that I love my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And my friends still my friends to this fucking day. Everybody that I met. You understand? Because not having my biological father being there to show me his way to learn from, I had to find out from everyone trauma, happiness, and everything. Like, so if you my mans and you going down and you dealing with some shit mentally, I'm watching that shit. And I'm seeing how that shit fucking you up, your mom's up, your family up. I'm a friend. You get what I'm trying to say? So the cliche shit is like, damn, son, be tough. I'm witnessing what that shit feel like.
Yeah.
So now when I'm starting to see this shit, I'm like, damn, I wanted to be a better friend. So even if I had $20 more than somebody, I will find a way to not have that because I want all of us to have the same shit. And I don't know why I was that way because I always felt like when someone going through something, we always see it early on, but that's the time we tell them you soft, you pussy, you emotional, you dealing with that shit wrong, get the fuck out of it. We treat our people like that when we're young. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was moving. But now if you kind of look at the way the world is now, it's kind of like you could use that to leverage a deal. You could use that you kind of get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it tweaks a little bit of the contradiction of how we want to mold ourselves. So when you grow up in neighborhoods where it's like, these are the morals, these are the codes. And I look up to people who say this is the standard. And then when you see, as you get older, they didn't follow them. So it's kind of like a mental extortion. It's kind of like me. If I became an influencer, or that's what they call me, I still don't jack it because I don't really want to influence too much because a kid might take what he want to take.
Yeah.
I like when that, and that's not what my message is, but I got to change who I am because my message influenced the mind. I'm not a rapper. Now, if I was a rapper, I could understand, like, because the trajectory of my influence is to get out to the kids that way through the algorithm and stuff. But me thinking, like, I really coach basketball for the trauma I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man BJ died when I left, about 12 years old. A bird flew in my window. I had a little bullshit court case. Bird flew in my window. I was in immaculate. I said, something bad going to happen. Long story short, greatest water fight of the block ended off with BJ dying.
Wow.
So now the older dudes, everything, you know, that's the first time I hear stories about the streets, you know, snitching, not snitching, things like that. So the whole way the block moved was different. We was dead for a long time. You just seen deadness. Like, you know what I mean? The only life I had, the fact that I went to school. School was the only life that I had in my life because when you go to the neighborhood, it was just dull. Then about eighth grade, I started playing with my man Stooks, Drewski, Mach, all these motherfuckers.
Stooks played with me too. You talking about James?
Yeah, James. Yeah, my son out there making Taylor Swift music in Texas. You know what I mean? My son Stooks, a doobie, all of them. Like playing with them was dope because it was just like it changed the Catholic school aspect of playing systems. And then now I'm coming and I'm playing regular basketball now. My man Sean Oates, 40. He from Mitchell's. That was my teacher and my coach. That was my guy. Kind of like what I do now is kind of like what he showed us in 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? A hood motherfucker could change his life around through the school system, help all the young motherfuckers, talk to us how the fuck he want to talk to us, and we gotta be tough, and he gonna always be there. But he was like, them tough dudes are proud of us. Yeah, but he was acting like he not emotional, all that shit, light-skinned pause, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he kind of took us under the wing and showed us a different landscape of like how you could do it. So I seen a person in Catholic school, and I seen a person in public school do it. And then it was kind of like, all right, I got the best of both worlds, and I kind of got 2 mentors now. So I seen what he did. They both coached before, and so I kind of had that in my mind that I got to kind of like mold myself into where they respect me. You get what I'm trying to say? Them, my step pops, as men, like my step pops and them, because I knew what me wanted to do. Where he is today, I think this is just like a step of where he's trying to go. You know what I'm trying to say? I see him mayor, higher, constitution, shit like that, because I know what he does, how he plans certain things. So I seen how a man is supposed to move when they chasing this as a black man, because we only think the white man this, the white man that's supposed to move. So to watch a black man kind of like build themselves, this shit crazy out here, build themselves, and kind of went from a teacher to, you know, a teacher's assistant to filling substitute teacher, substitute principal, to running his own school, winning PSL Brooklyn, and building so much other things, and bringing so many people from the communities, influencers, to come in and work with the school to help these children. It's just so much shit that he's doing. I seen that when I was a 6th grade kid. You know what I mean? So then when I watch Oates, I watch how he kept all his real life friends that he grew up with. You know, so I understood another purpose of loyalty from another dynamic, that if I don't get positive or successful following this clean route, it might be another dynamic. How do you still navigate? So I was able to see all those within myself. Now, went to LaSalle Royale, you know what I mean? Obviously, some shit I got cheated on my man Day, Ali Mo nephew, on Day work. They kicked me out. So I ended up with my son. I ended up with Stan and all of them in Eagle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over there with Stan, Wink, Chris, Gats, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there with them. My man Craig, I think Craig from your side, my little Craig Pookie.
Yeah. Craig from Hamilton place.
That's my brother, you know what I'm saying? Him, damn, my man Rob, so I'm back with my Harlem motherfuckers, like it's man Harlem dudes, Bronx. So it was just a dynamic of that school was like a public school Rice. Real shit. Eagle, we was trying to tell people that like we was like a public school Rice. That's why it's so litty now. So when I was there, my first month there, because I was on like a truancy shit. LaSalle kicked me out, so I was out of school for like a month or something. But when I tried to transfer in and try to transfer schools, because I was losing Catholic school said no, he can't go nowhere. They blackballed me, so I couldn't get in no Catholic schools. And when I was about to go to certain school, I'm about to sit out. Me called me and said, I got a school for you. And it was right there it was in the courthouse by 161 at the time, like right there in LGJ. So me called me. I'm like, oh shit, he just finished coming to my LaSalle game against, you know, Lachlan and shit. So he's like, no, I want you to come to the school that I'm gonna be a principal at. This is 2000 and I think 2008, pardon me, 2008. 2007 going to 2008, because I got kicked out going right before the ball drop. I'm like, I bet, fuck it, man. Yo, whatever, I trust him. From the moment I went there, they put me in like look, listen, you got to be on this level, this. So it was like, it was tough, because it's like, yo, you got the whole hood in this school. Y'all telling me I got to move like this. That shit was tough, but that was a sign of leadership. A month later, my brother dies playing basketball, Neef, in St. Mary's. So we up there in the gym, he died right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody killed him. Nobody did none. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, so basketball died. You know what I'm saying? It was over. You know what I mean? It's about to come up. Actually, in 2 weeks we celebrated. So it's just like that right there just was like, because that was my big bro. That was my big brother. That's the one who, whatever people say I am to these young kids, that's what bro wanted to do for me. We both was Jesus together. That was big bro. Everybody know that. Like, to this day, like, I love Neef. You know what I mean? So when bro like, yo, come to the gym. We in the gym now, I'm hyped. We hooping. This is where I work out at. I play with them. So bro dying this shit. I never stepped foot in that shit again. I can't. Then my man Pop died in there the same year from Highbridge.
Pop, that went to Kennedy.
That went to Kennedy. Facts.
Yeah, I played against him my junior year. He was the senior.
Oh,
man.
bro, that's my bros. So I lost my bros in the same year in that gym. You know what I'm saying? So basketball just wasn't the thing for me no more. Playing it, I just didn't have to like. I loved it, but when you playing that shit, feel like a part of you is gone. It took a long time. Like it was just.
Let me stop you right there, man. I never felt like I heard someone tell me a story that was my story to me. Like the shit is so similar. Like when you say with Rel, I met Rel in 3rd grade. We went to elementary school together. And the reason I went to Team Rock is because him and my other man, Manny, they best friends.
Nah, you know I know Manny, man. My God.
They brought me to Team Rock. So I started playing AAU with them. And then in 7th grade, I go to Mont Carmel. The coach seeing me play. I'm in Mont Carmel, but I'm from the hood. Like Mont Carmel, I'm the same. I'm not a suit and tie guy. I don't know nothing about Catholic school. I go to All Hallows. I'm there. I get kicked out my junior year. Go to public school right in the neighborhood. Shit, like
Deontay was a freshman when you was there. Deontay Houston.
He was a freshman when I was a junior. We all got kicked out the same year.
No, man. Yo, Key. That's what I'm trying. Charles. All of y'all was there.
Me, Shane, Devon, Deontay, all of us got kicked out the same year.
Those my little brothers. I knew about all of that. I've been knowing who you was. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Because, look, we know all the same people. Y'all all play Team Rock, certain shit. I'm telling you, I didn't play in none of that luxurious shit ever. You know what I'm saying? I just knew everybody who played in this shit. So I just thought school. If I went to Catholic school, I was in Rice. I was supposed to go to Rice. Like, my God, to this day, be like, you know what I mean? All my friends went there. I thought, all right, fuck it. You get in here. I wasn't worried about trying out none of that shit. I didn't fuck about none of it because I knew everybody like in real life. So I wasn't worried about that. But when SSP said $80 a month, LaSalle, where he was going. You know what I mean? So, and then I knew like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. Then I see my son Rail pull up because I ain't played the first year. So Rail, he asked me the second year, like, yo, you gonna play? I'm like, nah, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm chilling. We in there, niggas talking crazy one day. He tight because he got to play with these niggas. He's like, yo, I'm about to transfer. I'm like, was that bad? Nah, I bet. Then we just started hooping. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, because it was like, I bet my son not going to go home by himself, so I'm going to play. So that way it was so real because my man Adrian joined the fucking, he became a manager of the team. Just so that way, like, we don't go home by ourselves. Nah, nigga, I'm with y'all niggas all the time. I know how y'all move. I know how Izzy got problems uptown, certain shit. Yo, I'm the manager now. Word, shit like that.
You know, Hollows, bro. You know, 6th, 4th, and Walton, man. All the Spanish people, man.
Come on, bro. I'm from Wolf. You know, that's right there. I know them Spanish niggas we go. That's why they asked me, yo, you want to go to Hollows? I'm like, never. Y'all bugging.
I didn't know what I was getting into.
Hell no. Facts. But that's basically, and I'm like in 11th grade going to 12th, so I'm 16, about to turn 17. Then I lost all my schools. You know what I'm saying? So I lost schools, anything. Then I started picking up some more, like, but it was all D2. So I kind of like, I ain't playing ball no more. Then I think I kind of quit. Stan made me play again because we played against Tev Bracey. I went to Gompers.
That's my son.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we played against Tev. So Tev busted niggas' ass when he came back from prep school. Thought he was going to come back, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I'm eligible, right? Yo, Stan, we out? We playing, so I guard Tev the whole game. Tev busting everybody else ass all the games before. Pause. My son only had 4 points on us. I'm guarding him 94, nigga. Because I knew if I do this, everybody gonna be like, yo, who's that nigga? And we won the game. So now you got to talk, because Stan had like 10 threes or some shit like that. I probably dragging him. Definitely 7, though. He only played the half. But this the thing, like, we was doing it, and nigga Tev was like, yo, y'all niggas is dead bitches for this because y'all just gonna do this shit because I'm in town and y'all dead don't play no other game. So we dead fake played the next game. We were supposed to play the FDA game, but you know at that time you know what was going on. We can't go to games certain ways. So I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? But I ended up going to a Watley game. We lost the playoff in Watley. Crump, you know what I'm saying? Like that's you know what I'm saying? Crump, man. Crump is a legend, man. Definitely, you know what I'm saying?
I never personally got the chance to meet Crump. And the crazy thing, being from Harlem, bro, I only been in Watley gym one time, and I was in middle school when we played against Watley Middle School. I never
been in that shit like twice.
Yeah, I never been in Watley I mean, I've been in Wally one time. I never met Crump. I never got to play against Wally because when I went to public school, I never even played. But
Now,
yeah, no, I heard he was a special
like,
dude.
I didn't like. I'm not gonna say like the one thing I can say like I liked about Crump, because now I understand it now. Remember, I'm young, so he was just somebody I always just seen. I never played for him. I always, because the middle school basketball league, I played against Wiley. I played against all of them. But like, he's a person like if he think you good, he gonna follow. Where they playing at? Where they playing at? But he used to be at games that, it'd be like me, Stooks, all of us at a game. So I'm thinking he probably here for Stooks to go to Watley or something. Because Stooks is like, yo, you want me to go to Watley? But Stooks, I remember a game Stooks wasn't there. And he there. So, and I'm young. So even in the game in Eagle, I played Karim and them. I played Leaky and all of them.
From my side.
Yeah, that's Brody. Rim was in LaSalle with us.
Fact he was.
You know what I'm saying? So like this what I'm saying, like the world is just like that, bro. So I'm like, so now I see Rim here. Because we was talking shit like, yo, bro, you lucky, nigga. You lucky me in the school. If I catch you, nigga, if I catch you somewhere, you gonna bust y'all ass anywhere. I'll go to different. So Rim got kicked out right before me. He went to Watley. So now, no, pardon me. I don't want to put the wrong story out there. Rim didn't get kicked out. I think Rim left because he wasn't feeling like the eligibility, all the funny shit that they was doing in there. He bounced. He didn't get kicked out because Rim didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to sit there and throw no bad shit. I know he left though. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out right after. But when Rim left, before I tell him, I'm like, yo, bro, wherever I catch you, I'm gonna bust your ass, bro. He paused. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because he was talking shit, and I could never play against him because we in the same school. You feel what I'm saying? But all these niggas playing all these tournaments. Nigga, I don't play in none of this shit yet. So I'm like, all right, we play him with Watley. I'm dumb hype. Yeah, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. I know him. But like, you know how niggas approach games? They be on some, like, it's like, Key, if you know me for real and you know I'm soft, pause. Like, you know you can sun me or whatever, right? But now I'm the best nigga. I'm kicking ass. You know you got this in the bag. I got him. Y'all control him. That was my mindset. So I'm there fucking with Rim the whole fucking game. This dead face, ugly nigga, Leaky. Young motherfucking Leaky. I'm tight because Leaky used to hoop with us. I used to play with Zeke and them, Brandon, Matt, all of them. That went to St. Agnes.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Right, yeah. So I used to hoop with all of them. So that's how I know some of them and some of the East Side and Tabs and some of the players, you know what I'm saying? So I used to hoop with them with St. Mary's and shit. So this motherfucker Leaky come kick our ass. And I'm like, yo, I'm tight. So him and Jazzy was two motherfuckers. Those two motherfuckers I used to hate.
All them niggas be at certain points in my life.
Those are my brothers though, but those the two niggas that I used to hate when they kill because they younger than us. So it's like kind of like y'all still in the spotlight, but they are mans though. Like if they wasn't my mans, it wouldn't bother me. It was my mans a little bit because like damn, our little niggas kind of. I was telling niggas, yo, it's over. Jazzy and them is better than us right now.
Yeah, and I watched them niggas come from nothing and
right.
develop into something to deep.
Right. And great dad and all that other shit. Great, dope ass person. You know what I mean? But at that, I think it was a Hoops in the Sun All-Star game. Jazzy took and Leaky and them niggas took over that whole game. I looked at Stan like, yo, bro, it's over for us. We too much on the streets. It's over. These niggas is for real, bro. Like, we not working out like these motherfuckers. I was getting up going to Riverbank on my own. Well, me and my grandmoms, no funny shit. Like Saturdays, Sundays, early mornings when I get a chance, like 6:30, we on that 19 bus, then stop at Pathmark. Right there on 8th, then get on the bus, be out. You know, me and my grandmas, for real. So that was my trainer. It was me and my grandmas working out. So
I ain't have no trainer neither, bro.
Same story.
Funny thing, I come from a 2-parent household. Like I tell people this all the time. My pops didn't come to games and stuff, and it's not that he didn't want to be there. It's that my pops, to this day, works 7 days a week. Like that's the hardest working person I know. And it was like me at the time, I'm a kid. I really didn't care. I'm having fun with my friends. I'm playing ball. I didn't really care, but I'm seeing people with their parents and stuff in the stands. But it wasn't bothering me. I'm just playing ball and stuff. I realized it's like my pops working hard to pay these bills. I want the new Jordans and shit. You feel me? So it was like, you want these Jordans or you want me to be at the game?
Right.
So I respect it. I never was pissed off that he wasn't at no games or nothing. To this day, I don't hold it against him or anything.
Right. The crazy shit is dope because you know what's so crazy? I never wanted my pops at the games. My mom did some OD petty foul shit to me one time. Now we playing in Young World.
Okay.
We playing in Young World. My mom's around, summertime around her birthday. I think they did some funny shit and like went to Great Adventures. Was supposed to take me, but it was a playoff game. Mo and them is there. Maybe I could transfer in. My Hakim and them is playing from Bronx River that's about to go to Rice. I'm like, yo, these my niggas. Because now I know was big games.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew what was what. I'd be like, nigga, oh, that's the game you got to be at. So I finally knew I had a game like that. I'm out there. We killing. It was a dope ass game. Why I hear niggas saying, yo, how did you do? Walking in the park, limping. My pops. Bro, what? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't even see this nigga in mad years. I forgot it. How you even remember how I looked, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit fucked me up. I was mad the whole time. But that's the crazy shit. The one time he ever came to a game, I realized I ain't really want to play ball no more. Because he even had nothing to say. It was nothing good to say. So it was like that moment you win the game and you hear about championship game and they come talking like, yo, you the pops? I'm like, what? He better not say yeah. Yeah, what happened? What's up? And they talking to me. He got his face like, he just interested, but they looking at me like, yo, you a good kid, but so it's just like I was like, basketball ain't. I started losing that in my mind. I see a lot of kids now, so it's kind of like, damn, I don't know if I could do this shit. And I wound up going to college after I lost my school shit. Other shit. I'm not gonna talk about other shit. And I was just at a point where it's like, I want to go to college. And I went to Dowling. So I was 17 when I went to Dowling. So I knew Coach Hayne. He knew Steven Leonard. He was trying to get me to play and shit. But then it was like, yo, partial scholarship and all this other shit. I'm like, yo, if I'm going to be working this hard with these motherfuckers, yo, bro, we used to get high, get drunk, go to the curtain, ask my man Killer, Kadeem Nichols, ask Super James Seegers, ask all these niggas. We go get high, drunk, BJ, that went to Wings.
BJ went to All Hallows with me too. He got kicked out when I was a freshman.
Exactly. Facts. Ask all of them, bro. I'm in the domes with these motherfuckers. My man Danny Sambula that played varsity with Rays. You know what I'm saying? Like these, oh my God. My man Justin Alexander. He went to he from Staten Island. He actually played in Zone 6 or something. My man who else was there? My man Mervyn Springer. He got some record out there in Long Island. And my man Aaron. My man Aaron Devaney, he went to FDA. Him and my man KK and them.
He went to All Hallows with me too, man. He went to All Hallows and FDA with me.
But these are the niggas I was up there with, so I ain't want to play ball. But we all chilling, getting smacked, busting the basketball team ass in games, like the intramurals. So y'all mean to tell me we paying 30-some thousand per semester, and y'all making us take loan plus parent plus loan, and I could only get 5% of this shit taken off, you mean, per semester, and still take out a loan? Practice with these niggas, go hard, get good grades, and I'm drunk, making money and busting their ass, fucking their bitches, and I don't have to do that. I'm good. Y'all said school is defined education. I found mine. You feel what I'm saying? That's not education. I'd rather spend all this money to get experience so that way I can have something to live for. Because when I go back home, tomorrow ain't promised to me.
That's a fact.
But I ain't about to sit there and listen to this white man yell at me and tell me what the fuck to do for y'all to go to school for free and only $5,000 taken off my tuition. I'm good. But that was my arrogance. You know what I'm saying? It taught me something and it fucked me up at the same time. Because I should have humbled myself, you know what I'm saying, with certain shit because, you know what I mean, it affected me.
Life will teach you lessons, man.
Right. But I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to stand on this shit, but pause, but, you know what I mean? But it taught me a lesson because, I got like about 78 credits, you know what I mean? And then my school closed down. You know what I'm saying? I was in there bugging, being a rock star and all this shit, and I should just got my fucking shit taken care of, you know what I mean? So my school closed down. I do want to finish my degree out. I ain't even going to lie. I definitely do want to do that shit for myself. You know what I mean? For myself.
Do that, man.
Definitely, you know what I mean? For myself, I definitely want to do that, but you know what I mean? And then long story short is, that's when I jumped into coaching. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. So this is and Darling is where you start coaching, and that's when visionary come into play, or that comes a little after.
Visionary come like 2 steps after coaching. I was already coaching and doing shit.
How was the coaching for you?
Dallin is kind of like, I think I might coach. Because, like I said, Steven Leonard, my AD at Eagle, and Coach Hain was roommates at Stony Brook, so they was cool. So, and like I brought that up to whoever listened to understand what relationships can do. That's why I said I kind of fucked some up, but I had to rekindle later on down the line. But you don't want to do that, especially dealing with the other kind. It looked like you ass kissing. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, he kind of called me one time. He was like, "Yo, Hayne told me that you was thinking about considering playing ball, but if you don't, we got a backup plan because he still like you." Because Hayne actually helped me move in one day. So I'm actually moving in. My man Jack Middleton and all them out there, you know what I'm saying? Like that went to Rice. All my guys, we in there. So Hayne like helping me move in. Like, yo, all my basketball players live in the same room as you, the same dorms and shit. They all fuck with you. How can we get you a part of the team? I'm like, yo, I'll do anything if y'all can help me with the tuition. As far as being a part of the team, I really don't care about playing. I come, I promote it, I get y'all parties going, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a part of the team. I'll come to the home games. So it's like, yo, you'll come by. So I started coming to the home games, building my relationship that way after being arrogant. You know what I mean? So I'm coming to the games, chilling. Not on the team or nothing, but just coming in the stands, getting the shit going. Like, we didn't have cheerleaders like that. It was trash. So I had to get the cheerleaders like, yo, y'all got to shake y'all yeeks or something. You know what I'm saying? So get the crowd. I had the chicks in the crowd competing with the cheerleaders. You feel what I'm saying? So it's litty. You know what I'm saying? So try to make it lit. Like, I was just into that vibe. Like, everything got to be transitionally lit. So at that time, I get kicked out the dorms, but I'm still commuting. I'm at Gaucho's at the time. Khalik brought me in, Cash brought me in, and Bingo brought me in. So Khalik brought me in the beginning. Then when they try to revisit if I wanted to be a part of it, Cash was like, fuck it, I got this team. I'm going to take a team. So my cousin, you know what I'm saying, he got a team. I'm Cash's little cousin, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that, and I rocked with Bingo on them. But I told them I was still trying to pursue school. I felt like that's what they might have wanted me to do. I'm doing this shit after a while, but then I'm starting to see this shit is just too much. And I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm just staying into this basketball shit. But I'm still in that chaos mindset. You know what I'm saying? So all I knew how to do was play the game, understand the game, but actually dealing with the game, I just knew how to like make everybody play aggressive. Like get there, yell at them, push them, like that motivator shit. Like I was a teammate there and I was young. So I was about like 19 on the 16U staff, the head coach.
Yeah, that's tough. You were a kid dealing with kids.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, but I'm really outside running around, know people. So it's like, it's a little different. My story a little different.
Yeah, you're not the average 19-year-old.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I use those leverages to help me with this. So if I knew somebody big broke, like my man Alonzo Christian, not to throw him out there, that's my dog, him, Leaky, all of them. He was going through some shit and I called his brother. I knew all his brothers and stuff. So it was changing the trajectory. But what I did was I kept the brothers together. They was cool. And I taught him how to respect his family in a different way instead of going a certain way. That shit helped him out to this day. You could be who you want. And you know what I'm saying? So I understood how to teach them young motherfuckers. All right, y'all think y'all street, so everything is going to be this and this then. That's how we going to move. We ain't going to bitch. We ain't going to complain. We ain't going to talk about people. We ain't going to move this way. But what changed everything was when I got Elvin Rodriguez. When we brought Elvin over to Gauchos, it changed.
Who's Elvin?
Elvin, my man, he worked with the Hoop Bus now in Venice Beach. He did the movie with Adam Sandler. He got a couple other movies and stuff. He went to Denver University and he wound up going to some NIIA school to finish out his degree and stuff like that. Dope ass kid, you know what I'm saying? But he changed the way they thought. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was straight mentality. He brought the whole innocent role. He didn't like confrontation. We all come from a level of poverty, but we're not appreciative of our struggle to know the direction we really want to go. So everybody can understand our passion. We just out there playing victim. So now with that being said, Elvin brought a different dynamic of understanding what he was going through and being appreciative of everything that was given to him. So if you let him go to practice you always say, thank you. Yes, sir. All these, that's not what they saying. Good looking, my nigga. Yo, da, da, da. So he changed the whole temperament when I got around that, I realized what I needed to do to advance as a coach. I needed to be around people who understood what it took by all dynamics, what it takes to get to the highest level in this game of basketball. Because I'm still young too. I'm not coming at those young kids. I still needed to grow. So in order for me to understand accountability, I had to understand what I could be fucking up. So you can't tell me to come in the gym and talk a certain way and this how the fuck they talking. The fuck out of there. Because they're not talking like that. If we walk out the gym, I say I'm not a coach. They're not talking to me like that. So I'm not you understand? I don't want to come in being tough, but let's be real. I'm 19, 20.
Yeah.
So about 21, 22, I kind of progressed a little bit, but I'm winning certain things, and I'm like, this is not challenging enough. I know it's another level because there's no way I'm just beating people. Me at this young, I'm like Phil Jackson then. You know what I'm saying? The arrogance in my head. When I went to Jersey at Sports U, that's when things started to like build up. Because me and Cha-Ching already had Cha-Ching already. You know, we running around street ball, building certain things up.
I remember you at Sports U too, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you at Sports U. You and CJ was there.
Yeah, facts. I brought CJ.
I remember you.
I brought CJ in my last year. He was CJ was coaching me when I had Ramsey there. Ramsey, Denver, my man DJ, Noel, and all them in my last year. That's right before I went over to the Rins. So okay. I had CJ, my brother. I love CJ forever. BFM type shit. Like we started some shit, ball for money back in the days in high school. You know what I mean? It was just us, our crew. So that's my brother forever. You know what I mean? So I had put him in the plan like, yo, bro, I want you to come fuck with me because you told me you want to coach. You try to go to Riverside. They was doing this and don't worry about it. Like you stay around me, I got you. He looking at me like, I only know you for niggas knowing you for good shit, but for other shit too. And I'm telling you, I got you. So I had him around the kids first. So they liked him actually more than me. So it's frustrating that they didn't see him anymore. But, you know, I was trying to tell them, this shit comes before your life, bro. When you're dealing with this age group. And that's how they see it. It's not the reality, but like, yo, bro, your family not important, bro. Nothing is important. This shit is important. But you can't tell a person like that just anything. But that's really what it takes when you're dealing with these type of parents, these type of kids, because they're going to go to school. They're going to get the grades. They're going to do everything they got to do. Now, their parents got to spoil them, but they need babysitters, but they want to play basketball. This is what we're dealing with. So that's what I got out of Sports U. I dealt with a kid has everything in the world, but besides this coach to take him to the next level. Can you be that? You know what I'm trying to say? So
that's sacrifices you got to make.
My point exactly. So I had to make all the sacrifices to be well committed into raising these kids and helping their families. They got more money than me. They older than me. All these things. So I went from being assistant coach to actually having my own team. And when I had my own team, that's when everything kind of started. Like for me as an individual, I wasn't twin little man, cha-ching little man, such man, this and that, bingo cash. I kind of became Ike Gary.
And shout out to all those people too, man. Shout out to all
that's what always shout them out. You know what I mean? So Vic too from LPAC, I love him forever. Vic, that's my uncle. I love Vic. You know what I mean? So, and that's a loyal genuine. He's one of the most loyal, genuine people you can meet in this whole entire game. Like he's been the same person that I met since 17 years old, today at 32. You know what I mean? And always been genuine, whether he agree with me or not. It's hard to even have an argument with that man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all those guys, you know, everybody. So now, you know, we at a stage where it's like, there's something going on with all the street ball shit. I wasn't there for about a year or two. I heard it was just like a new transition everybody wanted to make. And Cha-Ching called me and was like, yo, where you at, yo? It's business time. I'm like, man, shut up. They're like, yo, I'm telling you some new shit, man. You always playing, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, some new shit. So we met up at Basketball City. It's so ironic that everybody in like grassroots basketball in New York was there. I didn't know. I'm in Jersey, so I'm not really in tune to what's going on in New York too much. I know, but I'm not in tune to like the atmospheres right now. So I'm there, Zeke there, Heck there, Ching there, Mousy, everybody there. This is when they introduced the whole New York thing to me. So I'm like, who I'm a rock with. Everybody keep calling me. I'm like, yo, I ain't know about this. So people just calling me. Everybody called me. I'm like, I'm rolling wherever Cha-Ching go and Heck got to be with me. That was just all I said. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought Cha-Ching was still rocking with Mouse. I didn't know he was rocking with Dykeman. So he put me with Dykeman. Everybody's like, yo, I heard you the guy with the kids. I'm like, pause. I don't even like that. Like, what you mean by that? Nah, all the players, they with you.
They got you feeling like the Gauchos?
Yeah. All the players they rocking with you. They said that they they said that everybody will play for you. So I'm like, I didn't even know what was going on. So when they had first told me, this was around the time when we first started Visionary though. Visionary was just first starting right now. So I was just thinking
Got
about
up on that too, on how that started too.
There's many ways how it started, right? First, what it was I had to identify myself with this basketball shit because everybody used to call me like a prophet. You had this vision, you had this, visionary. Me, Terry Larrier, and all of them in the beginning when everything was sweet. Me, him, Ivan Jackson. In the beginning, my man Eddie Pagan. We just had this visionary. But like the way they wanted to move with the shit, all that individual mindset. When we was cool, it was some white. I don't really want to put it out there on them, but since I said too much, it was like we was all together right now, Key. We all together. You calling me a name, and I'm running with the name. But I'm saying like this is what I stand for. This is what we all stand for. At the time, this is when it was spelled with eyes. I'm like, I don't fuck with this eyes shit. Then we had a mindset, what are we gonna do with Visionary? I'm sitting down eating in fucking BBQs, sitting there having a conversation with them, and they're like, yo, this is what you should do. I'm like, how y'all gonna tell me how to deal with kids? And he's in college. You don't even be around none of the kids, like as far as dealing with them inside the community and shit. Nobody even know you like that. Y'all using me as like I'm just gonna be running. Yeah, bro, I'm smart, bro. I'm not dumb. I could play dumb and I could act up, I could do stupid shit. But now when you're trying to insult my intelligence and me as a character, that's when I start feeling type of way. That's when I was like, all right, now and there's no more playing around now. Now what we doing? So long story short, because I wasn't on the same page as motherfuckers, they try to go behind my back and like LLC Visionary without me. You dig what I'm saying? So I took that real personal, and then when you come from another cloth, it goes another way based off of moral. But how can I move past that? I took the eyes out and I did my own shit, and then that's how we gonna build and I re-identify how the fuck we gonna move. And I have the resume to back the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is me. Nobody's gonna stop what my mission statement was because this is my life. So now I took all the individual shit out, and I'm like, all right, bet. That's what made me do New York. Because I was mad at them. I said, all right, I'm gonna show everybody I got the city. So that's when I got the youngest coach of the summer that year. And then but first of all, they told me I couldn't be in it. They said he shouldn't do it. Let head coach it. Just tell him to bring the kids. They shitted on me. If the kid, they did anything it took for I cannot be in it. Everything to Kenny, like I'll pay you extra or this. Just don't worry about it. I'll do this. Anything. But Nike and them guys didn't want me in it. You know what I mean? I'm past.
How old was you at the time?
22.
Yeah, that's
22, 23.
Shit, you're supposed to still be in college. But damn it.
22, 23. So I'm like, this is what y'all doing to me? Or 22, 23. I'm like, this is what y'all doing to me though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was just so crazy how the shit was going because I'm like, y'all asked me to be a part of this shit. So I don't mind being a part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got Nas, he got Lewis, he got JQ, he got Luther, he got Bryce, he got all these kids. So that's why they was using me, the whole New York. You understand? So when I caught on that I'm being used, but at the same time, I don't want these kids to play. I don't care if they play. They want to. If they be like, yo, your man Key got a game. I want to play. Yo, Key, my man want to play. I don't know what goes on from that point on. They're gonna come. But now if Key just hit me up. Just, yo, bro, something. Now you my man's just because of that. Come on, bro. I'm catching on to that. You get what I'm trying to say? But I'm tripping. Y'all making money off them. Y'all doing all this other shit. Things going on. So that's when the visionary shit started to come out. I'm going to build it this way. I was involved with mad people. When Jelly was young, all the Jellies. I'm cool with them when they was young. The community turned niggas against each other. You know what I mean? Because my whatever, if I'm voicing my opinion or saying, if you could call my phone and ask me for anything, a personal favor, any time in your life, I should be allowed to tell you the truth about yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Bro, I always tell niggas, man, I don't hang around yes men. Like if you can't tell me the truth about myself, then I don't want you to be around me.
Feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, when you're dealing with younger people, you got people that, kids is vulnerable, and there's people that's going to cater to that. I'm not. You know what I mean? If you don't like me, it's cool. If you fuck with me, that's cool too. But it's always going to be because I'm showing you who I am. You understand? I'm not going to be who you want me to be. You have to really earn that. And how you going to do that? There's no obligation there. But, over time, people could earn those type of obligations over your life, but it wasn't there yet with none of them. So it was kind of like I wanted to save what I knew was about to happen. I was around it. I seen everything. I'm like, yo, people going to use these kids just like me. If you didn't have Jelly, Cha-Ching, or Ike, how you had an event with kids, with the youth? I'm tired of saying kids, youth. How could you, if Twin wasn't there, Cha-Ching wasn't there, Jaden wasn't the big Jaden spicy talk yet, because a lot of the young guys didn't fuck with Jaden yet, because he was kind of his peer, playing against him, feeling their ways about him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you didn't have Twin and Ja in them, you didn't have Cha-Ching, you didn't have myself. Cash wasn't there all the time. Cash was like an event, like how The Rock pull up in WWE.
Yeah, Cash all over.
You know what I'm trying to say? So how was the competitive, like the consistent narrative happening? So I understood those things. So when Jelly, the whole team became popular, I just sat back and watched it. Everybody's going to enable them. So I was saying things like that, and they was mad that I was saying this shit, but what I was trying to do was save the fucking culture of basketball. Mm-hmm. Because the guys that's telling y'all this is the right thing is not sitting in the meetings helping people, and these are the people that they sit next to. The guys are shaking your hand sitting next to these guys in the other state saying, oh, not him. Oh, they fucking up basketball. I watch guys that people cool with now tell me like, yo, you and Cha-Ching destroying basketball, all that ISO basketball. Look at basketball now, and look at all those people that deal with Cha-Ching. But it was just to cut me out, because the information I was getting out to the families was destroying whatever they was trying to do, because everybody's out there trying to make money off the kids. I never made $1, ever. You know what I'm saying? Never made $1 off basketball. Real shit. And all these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, now you can. So now I'm trying to get the money for my value, but not off the kids, but off whatever my service is now. But at that time, I was just trying to be saved. I was trying to look for family. I was trying to look for people that was loyal to me. So as I got blackballed, all the 7th grade kids that played with me all throughout that year, I said, I'm going to build around y'all. Bryce, RJ, Diddy, Noel Ramsey, my little man Dre, Tyler Hawkins at the time.
Tyler, that's from my hood too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I kind of built it around them. And some of them was coming to me like, yo, we got kicked out of Jelly Film. I'm like, look, we're not doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my little guys, them my young bros, they going through a different stage in life that y'all going to hit, but nobody understand. The community took advantage of them. Yeah. And no one understood, because think about how lit high school basketball was around that time. That was like the new wave. Look at it now. Look at it now. So they watered this shit down. I left. They left. Why it can't be the same? You know what I'm saying? Now they circling around certain guys and certain things like that. You got people trying to, find new catchphrases and things to build their programs and shit. And that's what Visionary was about. I was at programs when I was at Sports U. Me and Jim Salmon, we cool. This is a long time ago. Me, Kila, his nephew, that's my dog. He said something to me on the phone, and he said, it's hard for me to trust you because you were the enemy. I didn't know it was that deep. So now I felt like if I'm Visionary, I could kind of like deal with all. You could play. I don't even have to like your program, but if it makes sense for you, that's where you need to be. So I was able to take the personal out and teach the families those things. And that's what Visionary was really about. Let's take the I out, take Ike out, take the individualism out. We're going to focus on what's the end goal and what's the plan. And just because I don't like that guy, you may love him. And that might make totally sense for you. And if I love you, at some point, I got to come to a senses of where I got to put certain differences aside. So I learned through them the same way I'm teaching them. So I'm learning from the same people I'm teaching. And now what it did was it brought other older people around me, their families, their uncles, their aunts. So outside of my family, I was able to escape and be around these families. So not only that I just helped these kids, they became family to me because of their aunts. Right, my point. So I was able to, instead of me getting money, I got family out this shit. I got
yourself that way.
My point. So that's what I wanted out this shit. I wanted people to know, like, yo, look, I don't want to sell my genuine, because I know y'all got friends free, all my brothers, bro, 34, 40, 45. I just spoke to my brother, my day one. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Younger than me, but my day one, these real years. And it's like, not to say this shit to get, it's for real. So I think about this shit at night. I text them in the mornings. I think about these things. My brother just came home. You know where I'm from. that shit is. So
Like, my best friend last month just got 22 years of life, bro. I know how that shit feel, bro. I sat in court at his trial and seen him blow trial. You feel me? So I trust me, bro. I know.
and the shit have you thinking like, damn, son, like, and then when you meet different people, it's hard to really fuck with them sometimes because it's like, I'm only meeting y'all because the system took mine. You know what I'm saying? But that's really not the reality of it. But it's just like it fuck with you. And then when you start seeing people in the game not give a fuck about people, like I passionately like Key, you my guy, like for real. Like, and one thing about me is without selling myself, you got to ask Zay. Like, you know what I mean? One thing, we got ups and downs, all type of stupid shit, fix that shit. And then, all right, how we going to make money together? Or how we can help? Or what we can do together for the youth? Like, I put out the flyers. Zay call me like, yo, you think kids need haircuts? I'm like, at the banquet? Like, yeah, but I'm just saying. I said, who want to show up to the banquet? Because I'm going to put this in because they asking me, yo, what key on ask you? So I'm putting this there. You going to ask me, yo, you think niggas need haircuts? I do, but I'm just saying, like, at a banquet, you don't think nobody gonna have their hair cut before they walk? It's just the I have a friend who see that we're doing something that's positive, and it's not corny to him to say, "Yo, bro, what you need," and it don't feel no way to feel like, "Damn, son," you know what I'm saying? Like this is the right way. This is life. Like
even when you hit me, when we were supposed to shoot a couple days ago, you said my fault. I was doing something at the banquet. Man, fuck the interview. What you got going on? You feel me? Like. I'm interested in that. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I said, like, hell yeah, like I'm on your time, bro. Like I'm just doing this, I'm doing that. But when you ready, yo, bro, when you know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe in that my life and my time is way more important than someone else's. You understand? And if I do at the time, I just won't deal with it. You dig? So if I'm gonna deal with someone, I already have to understand a level of obedience. If you don't, I'm a grown man. I don't have to deal with shit. But when I tell someone or I have a word or I say I'm going to be committed to something, I have to follow up on what I say because that's what I want done. I only act the way I want done to me. Pause. You know what I mean? So if I do you dirty, then I don't give a fuck if a nigga do me dirty. Like I'm expecting that, so I'm on that timing. You know what I mean? But if I'm out there walking around really trying to do positive by people, by myself, genuinely, and people do me dirty, that shit hurt differently. You know what I'm saying? But when you kind of like grow out of certain shit, you just say like you got friends that's doing so much time in jail, and you hear their mindset, and they telling you like, nah, bro, you right. Put your money, gotta make your money. Yo, focus on that. Yo, you know, I know you always this and that. Yo, nah, you gotta focus. And just hearing this person changing and growing in that mind and there, and it's like, damn, so why the fuck we can't always be this way? And both, like, you know what I mean? But situations, bro. You know, like we all hang out and chill with our niggas. Should be dope. But we don't know what the landscape is when they go lay their head on that pillow. We don't know if their moms is yelling at them. We don't know if their mom's really not there. We don't know if they ate. We don't know why they mad. We don't know these. I'm not saying that these but these are things that are happening. You know what I mean? Like I watch kids that I was coaching and we telling them to do X, Y, and Z, but these niggas live in shelters. They families abusing each other, and I'm thinking that this is not happening no more because I was in Jersey. I didn't hear too much of this shit. I come back to New York, different things, other kids in other programs. There's shit going on out here, Key. And I'm tight. Like I'm on some like, man, who that? Man, we pulling up on that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, but I'm realizing at the same time, I'll be where my niggas is at. So I feel like I didn't mind sitting
in a different way.
Yeah, and then I just started to realize how to channel it. So visionary basically became a lifestyle. And like you see how like when Diddy passed, it hit the whole world in New York. Like it hit all of us.
Yeah,
you know,
I wanted to ask you about Diddy because you was him and T Clark. Those was two of your guys, two of your visionary guys, and it seemed like they death hit you real hard. And of course, both of their deaths was big deaths. B Diddy being a big death in the city, and he lost his life tragically to a gunshot incident, and Terrence Clark losing his life to a car accident. Like, how did that hit you? And you know, like what it did for you? Because I know you had a close relationship. Anyone who follows you on Instagram would know that you had a close relationship with those guys.
All right. Diddy death hit me like Neef death and my man BJ death. Not saying that T Clark did. It was a different. Diddy was the first kid I made visionary. He brought all the young motherfuckers and be like, yo, they good? Yo, nah, he's not valid. Like, I'm just remembering his voice now. Like, that's little bro. And he from Cortland. I'm from Morris Avenue. So whoever's watching or listening, you understand what I'm saying about that. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. That was my little nephew, and I didn't meet him through that. You know, so thing with Diddy, his death, it hurt because I was in the hospital. Somebody from Cortland, that's his uncle, came and picked me up to take me there when we got the phone call. Like, fuck all of whatever anybody be, you know what I'm saying? Called me, yo, bro, you gotta be like, and to this day I got a relationship with the moms. Always did before that, but it hit me different because I'm in that hospital and I heard his moms yell and scream and you know, there was so many other things involved there, and it's just like it was tough for me. You know what I mean? Even me going to Diddy Day was tough. I'm not supposed to really be there, supposedly. No, I walk that shit's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care about none of that shit. Him, it was just that was a part of me. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? He was in the crib the week before that, chilling. I walk in the crib, he in there asleep. That's the type of relationship we had. My mom was like, "Oh, Brandon was just here, da da da, this and that." Like that's my nephew. You know what I'm trying to say? Like we in the gym working out, different stuff. Like you know, I don't really put the story out there because they lit. I want them to have their legacy. I want their life to live on because I'm gonna keep building this shit for them in a different way. Now, T. Clark, nobody even believed this shit. T. Clark called me the day he died. They had just signed with Clutch, and he had hit me and Bryce up, and Bryce was like, "Yo, T. Clark out here." I'm like, "Word." I heard they just signed with Clutch, whatever, da da da. We hit him up. We talking to him. My man Karan was like, "Yo, T. Clark out there, da da da." We hit him up. He said he was gonna meet with us. We like, all right, just let us know because we still here, whatever. Because we knew we was flying on the red eye. This is my first time going back to New York since I lived out here. I'm like, yo, we were supposed to be getting on the red eye, whatever. So we're like, we can chill, bro, whatever. We pull up, we just chill, whatever. We don't hear from him no more. We don't hear from him no more. I'm like, damn, son, what? So Bryce in his head, like,
he thinking he stood y'all up.
He thinking he like being Hollywood, like. And that's why Bryce deal with a different guilt with that because that's really his man. Him, Jalen Q, and all. Like, you know, I got the relationship. Rook, my little cousin, Bryce, my little brother, right? But that's their guy. You dig what I'm saying? I met T. Clark because of Bryce. Bryce, like, yo, I know you want to lead the game. I'm in college. It's somebody who needs you, how you got us and all that, and then just help him. And I'm like, nah. But he rocked with my peoples already. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to be around this shit because it takes a lot out of you. And that's why, because it was just so much, and it's so much because you live with a guilt, bro. You feel like it's your fault. You feel like, and it hurt. You know what I mean? So, but Bryce thought he stood him up. And we was like, damn, yo, he on that Hollywood shit. And I'm like, then we look, he like, never. So the whole time on the flight, it fucked up how I wanted to go to New York. And everything happened negative when I first went to New York. Right after that, like, it was just gone. Because the last time I seen him, I remember the Duke offer. I remember everybody harassing him about what you gonna do, people pressuring, like, I just want to get away from everybody. It was just like, I know him and I hope it don't affect nobody no way. It's like, I think he happier now.
They don't have to deal with this bullshit, Dad.
Because when we talk about basketball and being used and manipulated and fucked over, what kid you know play a Peach Jam game, score 25 fucking points, don't want to play on the team, being chased out, kicked out of hotels because the AAU program don't like the handler trying to cut a deal with another program, with another handler, all this thing at one time, people getting back and forth to the mall. All of this, I just want to play. This is all this kid had to think about, single moms, shit like that, things like that. You know, not to put it out there, but like, come on, man. Everybody's saying, talk about T. Clark. Yo, bro, word. Yeah. People manipulated T. Clark, used them. That's why I'm the way I am, because a lot of people winning, getting money, they rich now. A lot of things going on. And you know, it's like Jaylen Brown's the only thing to shout out T. Clark, bro. He signed with Clutch. Like, it's just so many things that just destroying me right now with that shit.
Let me tell you something, bro. And I got the video from your page when you posted Jaylen Brown. I reposted it. So a person hit me. I'm not sure. It's my people he went to college with me. I'm not sure if he's too much into basketball. But he's like, yeah, the dunk was whack. I'm like, yo, bro, it's not about the dunk. I said it's who he's shouting. Now he's like, yo, who's the dude? So I'm like, I had to explain the situation to him. Then he was like, oh, nah, damn. I'm like, yeah, I didn't repost it because of the dunk, bro. Like, I'm really a big
Me neither. I wish he did a way better dunk than me, but I
Yeah,
understood it was just dope because nobody's talking about it. And how
exactly.
he sound with clutch, bro. We talk about everything else, like, you know, Rich Paul, this. You know what I'm saying? Him and Brandon was in those cars. You know what I'm saying? Him and
And,
Brandon was in those cars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my man just, that's it. He just gone.
and it's crazy because like it had came to mind one day, and I'm like, yo, damn, he lost his life. I remember he reclassed up to go to college early. He left college early, and then it just dawned on me like, yo, damn, God don't put you nowhere that He don't want you to be.
Right,
Like, what if he didn't reclass? He wouldn't have been going to the draft. That accident probably don't happen.
right.
Like you said, you feel that he's happy where he's at. Maybe God put him there because He wanted him to be happy. And I don't mean no disrespect to the family or anybody.
Neither do I. But I remember him before Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
in Peach Jam. I remember, you know what I'm saying? Those are certain stories I remember. And I remember the lies. I remember the phone call I had to get, yo, just get him out that room. Like, it's some things, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember what he was going through. I remember, like, he was going through a lot, bro, and that's a lot to fucking deal with, bro. And he just wanted to play ball. He used to tell me, yo, I don't care about none of this shit. He didn't want to fuck with the people he was fucking with because he didn't trust nobody. He was always to the point, yo, I don't even want to play ball no more. I said, all right, now you talking. He said, all right, I'm talking. But he just didn't care. Now I just want money. Now I just want you know what I'm saying? Because that's what y'all pushing him to think. Like, he's not having no fun out this shit. Y'all want him to go out there and be something so y'all could benefit. And I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about that one. Them programs and them handlers that was involved that's living good now. The sneaker store that got the money and all that. Y'all could do a lot of stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So I just, a kid's gone. That he meant something to me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why we ride. I'm not blood, but the 5 is for him, Diddy, and my man Antoine, who died in his sleep. Bryce Garber, he used to play at Westchester. He died in his sleep and shit like that. So about 2-3 years ago. So we just try to like find different ways to like push our people forward. Like, my sister graduated from UCLA, then went to USC. Right now, getting her master's. Bryce graduated from Stanford with a 3.8 in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, RJ graduated this year. JC graduated in 3 years. Trey Pat this year. My son Joel Bias, he's graduating this year. So it's like these are things that I wanted to always push. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to be like, with schools, if a school think they so prestige, what they care about. All right, bet. So my guys graduate too. Because I was always told I was a bad role model, bad influence, this and that. I'm a strive because I was so confident about myself. So I always said it doesn't make sense that if my little brother and my little sister, one graduated from UCLA and Stanford, 4.0 UCLA, 3.8 Stanford in 3 years. Why am I so bad of a person? So, and then when you start saying, look at the trajectory of all the other people moving forward, I help this. Not to say, yo, this is what I did. I'm the influencer of this. We have a DOE vendor. VSONARY is a DOE vendor in New York City. This summer, we're doing something with the Beacon. I was actually just speaking on the phone about that. We're gonna do. I'm trying to do a camp in the clinic where I got some of my up and coming visionary coach or whoever want to be a coach, and it's not about everybody trying to hustle, bustle. We got the Beacon. We did a partnership with the Beacon where I want to bring in some intramural type shit with kids who don't have teams, middle school. I'm doing it in middle school who don't have teams. You kind of come and get selected in the draft pool, and we're gonna make it in-house, probably like 6 to 8 teams, 6 to 8 coaches in-house. Whether people like, yo, I want to do it for intern, community service, whatever. We're gonna kind of like build a little thing where they compete with each other. We got 2 days. We've got all the people coming in practice, have snacks and drinks. So it's like kind of hanging out. Come play ball. So let's say Key, you got a team, Zay got a team, right? But y'all don't compete until Saturdays. But Key, you might get to practice. I'll give you practice gym for like this time for 45, but you'll see Zay and them coming in, and but they'll have a whole group workout. So we'll work everybody out, and then they'll break down to their teams and go work with their coaches for about 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever. And then the next day, like another day, you'll do the same thing. Then that Saturday, everybody plays. You understand? So it's like kids, whoever is like, yo, you want to play? Come on, come join this. You got to sign a couple waivers and for whatever to be a participant. I'm trying to deck it out straight visionary, just like everybody wear visionary, and just a give back to that.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Let them know that you got the visionary media, you got the merch, all that too, man.
Yeah, definitely not. We definitely could talk about mad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I love everything you do. And Trav be bothering me like, yo, you don't fuck with Keontae. I said, yo, bro, that's my guy, but Trav, that's my nigga. I love Trav, bro. You just gotta love him for who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know what I
he
mean?
another person. He another person who like within the last 4 years, Trav is real pivotal to a lot of like I could say like a lot. They say growth, right? So a lot of growth that I've made, Trav is like real pivotal in the last 4 years. I'll say because Trav is Trav. You know Trav. So Trav is Trav. He real passionate. And the thing about him is he talk a lot. He's so passionate. But I started to see myself too. Like yo, if I keep talking like that, nobody's going to even listen to me either. So sometimes you should be like Trav needs somebody to just hear him out. So I used to just listen to Trav all the time. Let him talk. Let him get on the live with him. Let Trav vent. And you know, I knew my brother had other things going on in life, so I understood like therapeutic. So when I understood that, when I was going through shit, Trav was right there. So I was able to go about certain shit different. So now Trav was kind of like what I was to everybody else within the last 3-4 years. Nah, Izzy, Ike, you bugging. You can't go that way. Nigga, shut up. Yo, bro, I don't give willing to go at it with me so that way I don't fuck it up for everything else. I was gonna walk away from this shit like 3 times after
Yeah,
did it
and
bad.
for the people who don't know who Trav they talking about, for the Uptown people, he talking about Chunky Man.
Facts.
Everybody Uptown, man, they know him as Chunky Man.
Facts. My son Chunky, I ain't want to say that stuff. And he's like, hey,
Nah,
yo,
we've
you
been
know,
calling him that since I was about 8, 9 years old.
since niggas was young. Facts.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
he
I met
definitely.
Trav because of Rail and them. When I used to chill with Rail, Kurt, Manny,
Okay.
Vel, all SFG. Day, all of them. I was SFG with them. You know what I'm saying? I was
My God.
you feel me? So, you know what I mean? So that's when everybody was chilling 4-2 and shit. For niggas go play ball on 4-5. You know what I mean? Like the events, everybody go chill, get your little nutcrackers and shit. We be on we be on 4-3, then walk over there. I fuck my son Popping. I always shout out Pop, my 40th nigga.
From 40 or Poppy?
Yeah, that's my brother.
My
Like
son,
we
yeah.
ain't Pop known each other forever. Like
That's my
and
second home, man. 40.
yeah, he need to stay home. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother. My son Pop came out and visit me too.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. My son came out playing on the piano in the building and shit. Yo, Pop want to take pictures and shit, move around all day. He like the coolest tough nigga in the world. That's my
Pop Lottie, that's my boy.
yeah, man. So you know what I mean? Like so shit like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's where Visionary really came from. It kind of came from a mixture of mold where it's like kind of like ghosts. You know, I have a whole other life as who I am, but when I'm around these kids, I kind of wanted to find a new one. So when I started to build that way, I started to see things in them like, all right, I believe you could be this. What you see yourself as? All right, so now that's how we building the blueprint. So if you see yourself as a national basketball player, how do you see yourself? What do you see? What's your temperament? What's around? Because I understood that. Catholic school, being in the dynamics, my friends, you know, being in those situations. So and being in with all the experience that I had with Sports U and AAU and dealing with all the politics already at an early age. So what I started to do was deal with the families and ask them, what's the 7-year plan? So it's a 7-year plan that we just work on, and then you know, like people call me like, "Oh, they David, da da da." Like I'm not being cliche. I said it when he wasn't ranked. He was the best guard in our city, but not to say no one else was good or no one's good. It was just because I knew I was marketing going into the season against the world, and he became non-ranked to All-American within 3 months. And then now you see the college career, and he's getting better every year. But the reason why I gave him extra promo and selling is because RJ is just like us. The eye test, the politics, and all that. He's not 6'6", 6'5" doing this. So what makes him special? Special people love him. You know, and GMs love who could bring people to the seats. It's not really about all the other shit niggas think. It's about how we can make money. So
Yeah, that's
I want
the number one goal.
right. So you know what I mean? So Ari used to say, like, yo, big bro, like, I do all this, and it's like I don't get no love. I'm like, how do you feel like that? And I get it because you know when you play ball, there's a certain love that you want to embrace or you want to kind of feel like you get. And he felt like he wasn't getting it, but I just kept him focused on what was the major plan. And now I tell him like, look, you focusing on yourself now. Look, last year you was worried about all this other shit. You had a terrible season. Now look, your mindset is there. You're the leader. And now look how everybody generate. Y'all have a chance again. Now y'all in that talk again. And I'm not saying it's because of me. It's him. He put the work in. But being able to be in a situation where I can see things from another perspective for them is better now, because a lot of these young kids, they just moving. You know, they'll go to practice, come on, take a shot. Yo, go outside. Yo, where niggas is at? It's not basketball. You understand what I'm saying? You have to put that shit to the side. There's going to be a time and place for that. You should already know. You don't have to run. You have practice, so they're going on during their day. You should already know where everything's at by the time you get home. If you don't, then you're not a part of the fucking plans. So if you trying this hard for them to accept you at this point, motherfucker, they never going to accept you. So now you only doing it for them to accept you. So go tell them that, or go just do it just for them. So you block nigga, or you just going to be this. Or are you really doing it for the world, or are you doing it for yourself? Because if you're doing it for yourself, you got to see what you're willing to deal with. If I got to overly promote you more than you going to go out there and perform and promote yourself, because your game is your promotion. That's your act. That's how you get your endorsements, everything. Your marketing is how you perform. So if my name is bigger than your actual performance, then you never nobody in this world. So you have to go out there and make a name for yourself, and I have to build my name that when we come together, nobody can stop this force. And that's why I try to teach a lot of these young kids, because it's okay for your man to be that nigga, bro. Why wouldn't you want your man to be that nigga? Same way you want your girl to be the baddest joint in the world. You feel what I'm saying? But I never really hated on my mans. The only time I had a problem with my peoples is, one, if we give you the leverage and you play victim. I'm not into that playing victim shit, bro. We're going to stand on whatever our actions are. You can be wrong, and you can be forgiveful, but don't be forgetful when we dealing with shit. Because if Key say, yo, Ike, yo, I'm doing this camp clinic or whatever, and I pull up to the camp clinic, you just told me about it. You didn't tell me to pull up. Mm-hmm. I pulled up. I don't need nothing out of that because I pulled up. I don't need you to say shout out to Ike. That's just you if you want to do that. If you don't shout me out, that's on you. If you don't shout me out and I leave and I help the whole camp and clinic, you got a feeling about that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying, yo, Key, you better shout me out. Because if I'm doing it for that, I'd rather pay for the marketing. Mm-hmm. You understand? So it's not I'm not chasing clout. I'd rather pay for marketing. So now if I be like, yo, let me do Key interview because it's going to help me with something. That's why I ain't talk too much about our events too much unless you ask the question. Because if I wanted marketing, pay him for the marketing. So now you can always push that shit out. I'm a person that I don't want it to always be about me, bro. Now I got people that love me, embrace me for me. It don't have to be, but when it's time for me to, that's like, all right, game 2 minutes left in the game. Oh, that's our closer. Oh, it's the 8th inning, bottom of the ninth. Oh, here come Maniano. I'm fine playing those roles. At one point, I had to be Derek Jeter. I had to be Randy Johnson. I had to be all of those guys. I had to be the main guy. But now when I understand, in order to win at a high level for a long time, I need the Keys. I need the Zeke Whiteheads. I need the Chichins. I need the Roslans. I need the Jadens. And when we all, it's like a classroom, bro. When we all sit down, you might get an 85, I might get an 83, but it's still more than a 75, and we all on the same team. I might be the best player on the team. You might be the best student in the room. But when we all work together, we building something. And the reason why, that's why I wanted to go to Rice, because they build that culture. You feel what I'm saying? So we went to Hollows. I went to LaSalle. We didn't finish out there. And had we finished out, it would have been a little different. We didn't finish out. So our message, like you said, we got equivalent lives. Our message, we're still trying to find through other places. And damn, so I'm here, but now I got to start over here. I got to start. So we know what that restart shit is. Some people seen school, 8th grade, high school, straight. It's people like that.
Yeah.
The doctors, lawyers, and all that, they know what the fuck they going to do, so they don't care about that. Nope, I got this, I got that. Our athletes forget because there's really no real blueprint to this shit. You can go out there and score 40 a game. They say, oh, you Keith Noel, or you shoot the ball too much. Yo, what I'm supposed to do? I'm shooting and passing. I'm winning. I'm doing everything. I can't make me 7-0. Why I can't be that special? But I grew up, Muggsy Bugs was good. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't change me being nothing, but Muggsy Bogues was good. For real? Oh, because I got a dunk? Everybody don't even have to dunk. Why I gotta play how y'all telling me to play? When I could be a person like Keith Noel, I could go out play how I played in college. Y'all give me an opportunity. I could do a Jose do, but a little shorter. Earl Boykins did it. You get what I'm trying to say? But I could probably do NBA kids. I could probably do different things to bring kids involved. All those things that I watched Gilbert Arenas just say, NBA All-Star Week, they had us helping the homeless, building cribs. Who want to do all that shit? This is Gilbert Arenas saying that shit. But I know kids like Marquise Noel, he'll do that shit without the NBA because that's who he is as a person. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's why I started to see the politics and certain shit, and I knew kids would try so hard to chase a dream, and then if it breaks their heart, it was over and they had nowhere else to go. So while they chasing that dream, I'm focused on building this shit on the side, like what AI Man did. Oh, you with all those friends? All right, let me take this money and put this shit to the side. So that way, boom.
You have something to fall back on.
My point exactly. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I watched Bryce turn down more money to work a regular job just to chase his basketball dream. Facts. I was like, his G League deal is nothing like the intern deal he had his second year in college. And his E10 deal is nothing like what they wanted him to be an athletic director. And I'm like, yo, you could be set forever. And he was 21 years old.
He had that dream.
And I said, and I'm supporting it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm supporting it.
Support it and be the biggest supporter you can.
My point, and I'm supporting it. And the thing about him is him going to Stanford, I told him how to build so many resources. Because he's a person that, we got those people that's the dopest people in the world, but they got to be around you for mad long, then they're comfortable talking to you however they want. He don't know how to walk in the room and stay him all the time. Not in no fake shit. He just defer like, I could have said that. Why didn't you? But that was translating to
child or something.
Right, but it was translating to the way he played basketball. Mm-hmm. So I started telling him, now look at your life, bro. If you start living your life the way you play basketball, everything is going to change. Change the way you do this. So when he started to change certain things about his life, he started to see like, this is just a game. I said, I know the game is just a part of life. But if you're approaching it the same way you're approaching life, that's why it comes so much adversity for you. But once life becomes so easy to you because I can pay my bills, I can do this, everything cool, I'm staying out of trouble, I'm doing this, I'm that. When you approach the game is different. Some people go into the game like, damn, son, if I don't get this shit right, y'all got to go mad hard. When you go into the game and your mindset is like, it's just a game.
Yeah.
It's a whole different mindset. So even if they bench you, it don't bother you like the other motherfucker. Because when you come home, you go to the palace, you chill, you got a gym in your building. Some people don't got that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to teach them those things. Before you get to the top, you got to understand, like, what the medium and the lower levels are, and still being at the top of those levels. So, like, if I'm the man here, I have to embrace being the man here, but not for the reasons of it, but to understand what comes with it. Because I'm going to see it again, because the same shit is a low tier for this next level. So what you get here, everybody here seen that before. So if you hype over that, that's equivalent to a nigga dumb hype about what he did in high school, and he done lived mad. Right. So now you have to learn the level of consistency and how to pick it up another notch. So it's different levels. So when he understood that shit, like yo, come with me to this, and nah, you go. So now everything I've always told him for the last 7 years, on his 8th year, he knew it was all true. You followed the whole plan. So now you see everything on your own. He out there, he doing this. All you gotta do is call me if I need to be there. He meeting other people. You go win the USA Go. You and Rook for T. Clark. You know what I'm saying? Diddy. Y'all go win the USA. Y'all go do the shit in G League. Y'all meeting these people. You understand? Bryce don't have no agent.
He took the Ray Allen route. He his own agent.
You know, he had one agent and it worked out. He ain't got no agent. You know,
that's that Stanford education, man.
My point exactly. So I had to tell him, if you're gonna look good on paper, you got to be it in motion. Mm-hmm. So just because you went to Stanford don't mean nothing. Then they're gonna start calling you Tiger Woods, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you Uncle Tom or something. Mm-hmm. That's not
exactly like you Oreo.
So now you gotta come with the trajectory of take the personal out, and you have to elevate, and you have to enhance these resources. And he's doing that shit. That's his thing. You know what I mean? So now his mind is equated to where it's like, if this dream does not happen, I'm still walking in a dream. You turn down jobs that we just seen a man at 45 years old say it was his dream job. They offered it to you and said, I'll get back to that. Because that's not your dream.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to tell you something. You got that offer at 21, 22 years old. This guy 45, played college, won college championship with Kansas, played in the league, and wanted that job. And you said that's nothing. That's not what you want right now. You focus on that. That's a different person right there.
Yeah.
And that's what he started to realize. Like that's why he don't judge. Help matter these young kids too. Why he's going like Zeke, Bryce and Zeke. Any credit anybody want? Those two right there, Isaiah Whitehead, and Bryce Wills, to me is like everything that New York basketball is supposed to be. You go, you make it, you become successful. Both of them get their degrees, honor students, get to the GE, NBA level, overseas, whatever it is, but consistently giving back as they going.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I credit them so much, because it's like when people always talk about me, I'm like, I'm me. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate the flowers and all that shit, but I don't care about that shit. I just want my young to get that. You know what I'm saying? I want Whitehead to be noted and respected for exactly what he does, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the shit he pulls off is amazing, and he's a real family guy, real genuine, real loyal. I want to get y'all cool, connected, because one thing about him is he's big on, like, all right, the culture was that before, and if we cool like this now, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we could do to not make it be that.
Yeah.
Let's take the bitterness out and use what we are happy about and work together. That's why I wanted to get up here and let you know, like, I fuck with you. But yeah, nah, niggas fuck with you now. We got to do this shit right. Like, even certain shit I be thinking, like, we got MG3, we got you, we got Cha-Ching, we got Slime. I just feel like when Trav hit me, I'm like, yo, it's mad shit niggas could do. Like, somebody be smart. I'm gonna put the idea out there.
Bro, I'm on board for everything, bro.
We need, like, I listen to Dane talk about building like a network, the metaverse and all that, and I studied that. I downloaded the American New shit. And he got on the lunchroom with us and spoke to us about it too. So I understood, and I told him, like, I respect a lot of shit about him, but I wish I could do certain shit or get people to gravitate towards the energy that I'm trying to bring to everyone. How do you get a different age group to do shit? So when he told me shit, and Cam, I see Cam and them building a warehouse out there in Vegas to try to get the whole network. I feel like when we got guys like us, how do we all put something to the side and fuck with the media together? You got Shay's Days, you got A Game Podcast. How do we create our own avenue or station? The Lunchroom, All Ball TV, all these guys. It's like we all on there competing with each other, but we not. Everybody having fun. How do we build like our own ESPN type shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I don't give a fuck about the idea of somebody manifesting off it. I just want to see everybody elevate, because I see, like, because what happened is, let's say Key in the game and everybody start doing Key interviews and someone else doing the interview, because somebody just called me like, you think I should interview such? Everybody who doing interviews is calling me. You know what I'm saying? About who should I do interviews with? And it's like, I don't want people to feel like it's a power war. You know what I mean? Like, everybody needs certain stories. I might be able to come to Key and tell a certain story. I fuck with you that way. Somewhere else might just straight talk basketball business. Like,
you see, like, how we barely spoke basketball.
Really. My point exactly, but that's me though. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could always talk ball, bro. But it's like, to me, it's this my whole overall thing to this shit. This shit is life to me. Basketball helped me. Shit, you sitting here talking to me on this shit, and it means something to us, right? For your platform, for myself. But this is basketball that did this.
Yeah.
So I'm always going, like, my mom said some shit, my pops passed. So I could never hate the nigga, regardless of what he did, because if I hate him, half of him helped me make you. So how the fuck I'm gonna sit there and be mad at basketball, my block, or any of that, if all of those experiences help me build this conversation right here? You know what I'm saying? And those all, and what I just want to do in these interviews is try to teach the kids, like, I'm passionate on growing, bro. I've seen a whole different world, and I see what this shit could be. I'm around former NBA players who's miserable. I'm around former NBA players who don't have no confidence in themselves. I'm around former NBA players that aren't that way. I'm around former NBA players that want to tap into this. I'm around former billionaires. You ever seen a former billionaire? I'm in Cali, bro. I seen all of these stories. So it's like, money never really gave me that urge for myself. I just know my niggas need it or I need it or, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm fucked up, oh, now I gotta go get my shit. But if I feel like I'm straight, I'm good. Think about them events in Harlem. We go on the events. Everybody always, you pull up, nigga, if I had a band on me in 2006 in the summertime, I'm good. You know what I'm trying to say? At that time, I'm 15, 16. So I have $1,000 to go across the bridge to chill at, probably go to MH Cookout, you know what I'm saying? Spend it to the east, shit like that. I'm Gucci. I go back to 4 Second, chill. We go chill Kurt crib in the beginning, go get Day. You know what I'm saying? The regular shit. $1,000. I only probably got to spend $20, $30 because that's the time.
You spending $20, $30 that day.
So my $1,000 was always for my niggas could talk, like not all my niggas, cause I'm not trying to shit on the niggas had bread, but I'm talking about my young niggas from the block that wanted to come with us. You know, they ain't got no, they young. The niggas is 12, 13, chilling with the 19s, all of us, and I'm young too. So it's like, all right, bet, yo, we need a cab. Bet, don't worry about it. Y'all got that. Yo, we need da. Bet, don't worry about that. Yo, fuck it, we get this bottle. Yo, like that mindset, I had to have more because it was like, nigga, you need an army, you need people around, but you want to make sure they straight too. There's no way I'm going to come in there, I'm lit, and they not lit. Not saying they can't take care of themselves, but just because I want to do it, I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. So I'll be like, yo, Keith, we going to my birthday party. And you like, yo, bro, is it my birthday? You know what I'm saying? Is it our birthday? Nah, if I'm going to have a good time, everybody have to have the same type of fun that I'm having. Like, I don't want nobody there miserable. I could stay home and be mad by myself. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to spend it. It's not about the bread. It's like, to me, it's just more about if the money is what's going to attract people to follow the plan, bet I'm going to go find where the money is at. So now this is where they say the money at. Could we put this shit together and go get this motherfucking money? Because if not, then don't tell me that. Because I could go get us to the bag, but how are you going to really put the sacrifice? You're going to work. You're going to wake up 5 in the morning. You're going to really get in the gym. You're going to do all this shit that stop trying to be too cool and fit in the in crowds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really say it as shit is going good. But when that rainy day come, that snowy day come, they forget that shit. And like niggas like us who's passionate, we got to still train like an athlete. That's what you have in you. So you understand, like, all right, bet. Even you as a dad, think of how you take care of certain shit. Like, you was at a certain thing. I'm like, oh, that's my family, Key. It's like, word the world. I'm like, bro, that's my real family. Nigga, I got kicked out the crib. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there. Like, I'm dead ass. Then it's like, was they like, yo, you thought, yo, bro, son, it's just crazy. Like my man said, 6 degrees of separation, and I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? One time, I think me and you got to back and forth on Facebook, and I'm like, yo, this nigga talk just, and that's what Craig hit me like, yo, that's my man though. But I'm like, nigga, this is sports talk. Like, I hope you don't take it as, nigga, when I see you, we getting it. I mean, everybody official, but I hope he's not taking that as that, because I know who he is, like, of my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you see the names we saying. So I'm like, nigga, we arguing about sports, but I know I got kind of said some crazy shit. We going back and forth with you, just like me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But look at men though. Obedience is a lot of niggas out of here because of shit like that. Because they don't know. So
what? A lot of niggas out of here. 5 seconds, man. Of course, niggas.
And it's not even about, yo, you soft, you did. It's not about that, bro. It's like, it's growing and understanding. And like, key to the game is going to help so many people. You have Mo up here. Mo lost 3 of his best friends, bro. He's in college right now, playing, busting that. Call me out the other night, like, yo, I gotta, man, just keep in mind. But the fact that he's still going, how many other the kids just dropped?
And his pops is like my big homie. His pops watched me grow up. His pops from my block. His pops grew up with my older brother and shit. So to watch his pops, because his pops street dude, like his pops was in the street. So to watch his pops, I always like, I just seen his pops at the barbershop. We was just getting our haircuts, and I had a long talk with him. And I'm like, yo, I'm proud of what you did with your son. You ain't let these streets take your son. How, you feel me? Because his pops a real street dude. Like, he knows.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting here.
And you feel me? So I'm like, yo, you feel me? It's good to see what you're doing with your son. And his pops respect me because he seen me grow up in the hood, a little hothead, and what I became, a college graduate. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? Like, I'm like a positive role model from a distance for his son, because I'm not with his son or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, hell yeah, man, it's dope to see what he doing, man.
And that's why I said it was dope when you did the interview. I remember he called me like, yo, I'm a little nervous, bro. How you do the interview?
And he came in, he got the drink and shit. I'm like, yo, you good, bro?
Yeah, so when he did the shit, and like I could show you messages off this shit where Mo is maturing, and it's like some shit he be saying. I'm like, but Bryce was the first one who was like, y'all all let me bring me. I got my certain feelings, but something about Mo, bro. And this is the time when Mo was going through a lot of the turmoil, the tornado. I'd rather say tornado when his name was just when all this shit was going on. And Bryce just seen it like, nah, bro, he gonna figure it out. And like what Bryce saw is what I'm seeing now when I speak to him. Like when he just talk about how you want to get better, how you want to. It's kind of like with the podcast y'all had. Like when I speak to Mo now, you hear the genuine of the podcast. Before you probably think he just saying it to say it. After more and more shit happening, watch him deal with shit. Because his cousin lived down the block from me. So when he come out here, sometimes he come chill, he come to the building, work out, shit like that. I took him to the game before. The Lakers, that's my baby boy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. And I remember I had a real convo with him when he was in high school in front of his pops, like right after Diddy passed. And I just told him, like, I don't want nothing from you. It's not about that. But if I'm a person in the game and you a person in the game, these are conversations that happen. Put it like All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? But you have a potential where you can take yourself to the next level if you want to do that, bro. But stop getting caught up in what you think everybody else think. Like these two people right here, your moms, you know what I'm saying? Your pops, they taking care of you, love your little brothers and all that shit. Bro, that's more important. But I know, like, telling you that shit might be like, whatever, bro. But you need to go out there and start living your life and playing ball and approaching that shit and put yourself in an area where you can see yourself in the future. He called me back like a month later. He had his man Black out there. He said, I brought my little man out so he could work out different. That's a step. Now you realizing I'm a positive resource to someone's life when I felt down about myself. He's not realizing that's what he's doing, but he realizing he's doing something real, but the real you doing is a different level real. And you not even knowing. You just thinking like, well, you brought your person at your college. You know how many people got kicked out of their college bringing their mans there?
You know how many people that they mans, they never even get to step on a college campus because they locked up?
That too.
17 years old doing 20.
That too. So you took all type of risks because you stood on that. And look how it's benefiting you now because you're starting to see who you want to become as a man. Who you was as a kid, that's okay, bro. We all fuck up. You still make mistakes as a man, you know what I'm saying? But you growing. As long as you want to get better, it's going to start changing. He's just going to be in a winning situation. That's it. But go ahead, my fault.
Nah, don't worry about it. Yo, bro, I remember this a couple years back, probably 5-6 years back. I was in Harlem, downtown, just chilling and shit. Probably like 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. I see little Tyler Hawkins. I see him walking past, him and his little man. So he stopped to talk to me and shit. Like Tyler, my little man, me and his older brother grew up together. So I tell him, I'm like, yo, listen, you can't chill around me. It's 12, 1 in the morning. You can't chill. I watched Tyler grow up. You play ball. I'm like, you can't chill around me because I was once your age wanting to chill around the older dudes. You feel me? It hindered me at that point. I said, you can't chill around me. I told him, I said, yo, if one of y'all could get on the phone and call a girl right now, I'll pay for y'all cab and I'll order y'all food, but y'all can't chill around me. And sure enough, he got on the phone, called him a little chick. I gave him the money. I'm like, yo, y'all get away from me. You feel me? Y'all go wherever y'all going, but y'all not going to be on this corner with me.
Right.
And I went to sleep at night knowing they wasn't on the street that night. Like I went to sleep. I slept good knowing that they wasn't out on the street that night.
I know those stories, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure you got a lot of them, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't share most of them because it's like, to this day, I still deal with them. However, like, so it's like, some of them be like, I don't fuck with Ike right now. It's like, I don't talk to my uncle right now. But if I talk to them and speak to them, that shit don't be about nothing. They're young kids growing up. A lot of them call me, yo, I apologize, yo, you was right. You don't have to apologize, bro. You understand what I'm saying? The apology is the fact that if you want the same guidance, you still want me to be there, the apology is just don't move that way. Whatever you learned or whatever you built that you see now, just do that now. Because I don't want to sit there and hold that over you, bro. That's just corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never kick people down when they down or they vulnerable. And that's just corny. So, and I'll be always trying to teach them that. But I also tell them, don't take advantage of a person that's going to keep allowing y'all to do shit like this too, bro. I'm doing this for many reasons, weird, because it's the benefit, is the bigger cause. But it's somebody like me that don't give a fuck, that y'all respect more though. So that's the things I'll be trying to tell them. Like, I ain't trying to be cool with y'all. I ain't trying to be y'all peoples and none of that shit. Honestly speaking, I just want to help y'all families and all that other shit. If y'all want me to be all that other shit, then you got to give me your moms or something. Because there's no way I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to really be too cool with you or nothing. Like, but if you want to be like all this extra, you my priority, I got to get a mom, aunt, You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get some or some, like, cause
Nah, that's a fact.
some gotta give.
So speak on that banquet you got coming up, man.
Yeah, definitely
I'm
visionary
definitely
first
interested in
banquet.
hearing that.
Yeah, it came up with the mindset. One time I was just sitting there like, yo, we got the good brothers, they out online giving people all these street ball awards and shit like that, and people raving about this shit. So I called them. I said, yo, I'm gonna do a banquet next year. So I called my man Will, 2Gs from Lincoln Park. He like, nigga, you been saying this for mad long. I'm like, nah, with the COVID, Diddy passing, mad shit going on. Like, I want to kind of come back with something positive. So I thought about all of that. So I said, but I don't want it about street ball. So I'm definitely want to do the good brothers, definitely give out their awards. We kind of do whatever we do on the live, but nobody know you give the awards out at the banquet. But there's a lot of other things that we got going. Like we have people that's working in DOE, vendor. So it's kind of like some of the kids that they watch make the most growth, academic excellence. I want to kind of honor those, honor a lot of the graduates. If anybody else have other graduates that they want to be honored, kind of like a big graduation party for anybody in New York. Kind of bring in like we said, we went to Catholic school. We understand different dynamics. I want to bring different databases and network to different people. So you see how key you interested in what we talking about. I might have some of these connections for me, but I could probably actually get them there that day. So now it's a networking event where it's like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like I did, I'll tell you off air because I'm not into the like, yo, look, but I'll tell you what I mean by that. And just for instance, if you get a tier A person on status, because I don't call none of these people that, with someone's name or their status or their business or something, you get some of those guys in the room, but you could see them, but they love you so much and you rather them help you with anything, come to this so you can meet another person just like me. Instead of me holding the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you know why I know these? Nah, fuck Key. Nah, Key. You remember I was telling you this? Yo, meet this person because now I could bring people in the same setting. Or when I'm bringing certain people up, people might come up with certain things. You might see a person you might want to interview. Because if I tell you, yeah, I want to bring people, I'm telling you that, but then I don't know these motherfuckers' schedules. And I don't want to promise nothing. So it's like, I bet. At least now we could. And now you get on your own bike. Now you, nigga, I got the nigga number. And sometimes you get to see people in a different light. So banquet setting was the best setting for me, kind of intertwine the communities, basketball communities, the working class. Like my best friend Nelson Negron, he's a doctor. He got his doctorates. He can travel to do surgeries and all type of shit. I got lawyer friends. My sister, her friends, dance world. It's just a lot of corporate people. So it's like I want to kind of mix that in with the communities so they can see like, all right, Kanye went and sat down and wore a hat. Fuck that. We're gonna go dress nice, banquet setting where everybody could be, cordial, nice, no smoking. You understand? So now it's going back to the essence of what events are about. There's no smoking. Yeah, you can get some drinks. There's gonna be some drinks and shit there. There's no smoking at all. So now you're already knocking out shit. Oh, there's no weed, no that. Now you already know who wants to be a part of. That's the seriousness of what the event is because I don't want to say too much, but it's a deeper message that we're trying to give out. But I know when we just linked the deal with Beacon, and I said we was gonna start that academy, I want to intertwine some of those awards in there. So some of those kids, let's say if I'm a kid middle school, I see Key, Cha-Ching, all these guys, they somebody, and I'm playing this intramurally, and I wind up doing good there. Now I bring him and I say his story there, and those kids, we got AU coaches there. Any way that I could use my platform to get my message across and connect dots with whatever's division and we could build a bridge there, any way I could do it, I'm willing to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying I'm going to promise this, but it's like if you were me and we just chilling and you be like, yo, such. I'm like, word? And my man know. But if I'm not with you, I'm not going to think of it like that all the time unless I reach out to you because there's so much going on. You know what I mean? So, but if you with me, you be like, yo, word? You like, word? Because the people that I rock with that put me in these positions told me, like, when you get the information, you build on it, you give it to someone else to build. So I'm not giving you this. I'm not putting you on. So when I meet different people, I know people do all type of shit. I'm not into that shit, but I know other people are.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like you could, I'm not into it, but you could steer Joe
Right.
Blow to that.
Even if I be like, okay, what y'all got going? I'm gonna call my man to see if y'all can link because y'all business might be better opposed to me and them because the personal could come out. So now I might tell you, okay, this is my guy, but I don't really this and that, but he dope with business. So now you already know. Or I'll be like, this is really my guy, but y'all do business, and I'm not getting into the middle, but I know that's what's needed, or I tell the people, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of those people, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not gonna sit there and talk about what I did for a person unless they disrespect me on these internets.
Yeah.
Like, don't disrespect me, and you know, I was the first young one running around doing all this shit. When Bingos and Roz and all was there, and they were saying I wasn't allowed enough. Now we got a whole bunch of young people. So it's like, don't disrespect me, bro. Like, when I opened the door for all of us to be this. You know, I'm talking about the coach's lane, not what you doing, anybody else doing.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Because a lot of people take that shit the wrong way. So I made it cool for people to love high school again. I made it cool for people to take coaching serious again. Because how the fuck this little nigga, this, I ain't no little nigga. I'm black. I'm a young king, bro. Like, I'm not no little nigga. I know how to play dumb in y'all game because that's what y'all want. Because that's what the leverage and marketing. But this is not what I stood for. That's why I took like a 2-year hiatus one time with street ball. I was like, nah, fuck street ball. Because my players is going to get marketed this way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can play it, but I'm not going to be out there coaching it. I'm not going to tell a kid what to do. This is their amusement parks. They don't get to go to Six Flags and Disney and all that because they got to do too much of this. So I'll let them have that fun, but I'm not fucking with it for 2 years. That's why I said we'll be back 2025, bring Team Visionary out because a lot of these guys are older. And basically I'm using the Visionary guy like Mo, but Mo fuck with Squirrely in them too. But I had a different mindset where it's like I don't really want to coach because I don't want to make it about me because I feel like people care more so about beating me in the game than the overall plan. I watch people talk about like, yo, I beat you, but all my kids went to school that year and y'all's dropped out.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? So like
did you really beat me?
Out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it takes the fun out of it, and I don't have no passion in being a college coach. So when I come out there, I know I'm like a headline game. Not to be arrogant. I know I'm now a headline game because of what's gonna come with it. So I try to give the kid the moment, the people the moment, even if Key versus Ike. That's a big game for you. It's kind of like boxing. So I'm giving you the main event, but not to say because of me. I'm giving you this so you can know what the fuck to do moving forward. So it'll be an event. I'll personally make a visionary day I'm playing against Key. You bring such out because I know you got the talent. But they ain't going to come fuck with you. If you come out there, they're going to try to rob you. But if I bring you here and they see it and you expose it, now what they going to do? That's how, you know what I'm saying? So that's what visionary really about. Is really like, it's like the Dame Dash of this shit. Like, all of us, like, we just found ways like, we got G-Herbs, we got Pat. I got Pat and G-Herb. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type, not saying how you got it. You got Pat and G-Herb. If it's Arbitellos, Andy Bormans, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have those, and then y'all look at me all the time, like, no, there's a lot that come with us, bro. I went to Catholic school, so I understand the dynamics. I'm diverse. You understand? Like, my sister's diverse, I'm diverse, my family's diverse. So, but there's another side of me that
you know what it is with these motherfuckers though? A lot of these people ain't come from the shit that we came from. So we got that we book smart, but we also street smart too. Right, a lot of people don't got that. So they can't fool us. Just speaking of people like us, like they can't fool people like us, and that's why we end up getting our way at the end.
That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. And that's why, like, it be fucking funny sometimes. Cause like when you actually give a fuck and start working, and then you see good shit happening, it's like, nigga, I know I was supposed to do this shit. Like, but it's like you cocky and you arrogant, but you not cocky and arrogant. So sometimes in this shit, I be fucking my own confidence up. So it's like when he's like, yo, Ike, you that dude. I'm like, I don't care about that because that shit corny to me. Because that doesn't mean anything to me. If you telling me, yo, Ike, I need you for this because I see you could be this and this is this. That's something to me. Just telling me I'm that dude don't mean shit to me because it make me think about where I come from and what I think. You know what I mean? Like, I know where I'm from, and when the nigga is that nigga, you think you a target. You know what I'm saying? So when people just be telling me shit like that, it kind of put my whole mind like, all right, I know my life though, and I'm not gonna allow the good in this shit to make me feel like everybody feel like that. Yeah. And that happened to me one time. Me and Cha-Ching running around being us, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I got something uptown. Yo, you gonna go see her? You gonna go see her? I'm dumb hype, new joint. You know how niggas do, yo. I got a new one. So we got, long story short, niggas robbed me, got me, all this shit. everything. Could have killed me out there, Mount Vernon, left me out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting with the dude with the, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to do that no Vlad talk, but I'm just saying, like, I could have lost my life at that time. You know what I'm saying? I could have lost my life at that time, bro. And it was like, that was a story, like, you know what I mean? And it was a time where I kind of like separated from my regular daily group and try to transition into seeing how I could walk into this game and kind of leaving a certain, you know, environment alone. Not my friend. I love everybody, but I'm not gonna fall victim to my own actions. So I know that if this, it's not that I'm doing something wrong. What's wrong is the fact that this don't equate to that. If you want to do this, you have to do this. And when you get it to a point where you could control this, where you can still be around that, that's on you now. I don't think it's an advice. That's how I talk to myself and getting through that shit. So now I'm at a stage where it's like a lot of the personal is gone. So I look at certain things when I talk to my friends in jail, it's like, I'll do anything to help them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's because the shit that they say when they talking to me now.
Yeah.
They're not just saying it to say good. Like, they be like, yo, bro, I seen your podcast. Yo, bro, I seen this. Yo, bro, I seen you got this going on. Yo, you should da-da-da. Yo, bro, stay. This is them saying this shit because it's like, that's what I used to say to them because I knew I didn't want, like, that. You know when your peoples, you love them, but you know they don't got what you got to stay obedient. Like you said, we had both sides. They were street savvy.
Yeah, that's what they had. If they didn't do what they do, they felt they couldn't survive.
My point, and it was just like, yo, bro, just chill. I'm telling you, because the way some of my mans had people in the, you know what I'm saying, you know, the 2-letter thing, you know what I'm saying? So to watch my guys, and this 03, you know what I'm saying? It's 02. I'm born in 91, bro. This is 03. I'm born in 91. This is 03. So it's like, and it's running the whole cities. You was outside, so you know the MHs was
exactly what you talking about.
the G's, the
you know what's understood though gotta be explained.
You know, and then you know what I'm saying? So it's that time. Like shout out to Zay, my man Ty Cash. You know what I'm saying? Ty Cash used to hang out with us and all that. I was Zay right hand man. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I was an early age. So I'm trying to tell you, I'm 2 years before that. Around this shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like all of them before they started shit, like they used to go to My Immaculate and play ball in the program. One time we was playing ball in the program. My fault.
No, don't worry about it.
So one time we was playing ball in the program, and when we was playing ball in the program, the father didn't let everybody in, the priest. So my man, he just came off of jail too. My man sprayed them with the hose. Pause. At the program, I got in trouble for that. They said, those your friends from the neighborhood. I said, no, they not. Those are other kids from the neighborhood. Yes, they are, because they all know you. I said, everybody met me through the program. And I'm like, he lets them in. So the father. So how I'm in trouble? And they try to do everything in the world. They even banned my friend, try to say, I told. Because if people I try to say, like, yo, how you still in school if they did that shit? I'm like, nigga, because they not my friends. Oh, we not friends? Nah, y'all could have been from the other block. I don't know. They not my friends. It's a whole program. So then somebody in the school has said the person who did that was my cousin. Nah, you out of here. But my friends don't never know that to this day. But it's not. It's like, fuck it, bro. I can't. Well, because my mom was like, how they pass you? But they say, oh, he will not be allowed back in 8th grade. But like, and when they went to talk about it, I didn't want to talk about that shit. I had good grades, all that. I don't, fuck it. We talk about what other school I gotta go to. And I ended up going to school with the motherfucker who did that shit.
Everything come full circle.
Yeah. And then, you know, my son wound up getting locked up a year out there for a murder. And that's when life changed. That's my first year going to LaSalle. I was 13, turned 14. He got caught up in some murder shit, some shit like that. And I didn't really know what was going on. I was coming back from PA and they say, yo, Jeff locked up, da-da-da. And I was like, what? And it kind of like, you know, we had threats. We 13, 14, and, you know, people talking about retaliation and certain things. And so your whole mind just changed. It was hard for me to play basketball. Like, it's just like, fuck it, I did it. Basketball was just like how Mo was feeling about ball. That's why I understand. And that's enough. Like, I ain't going to say much on that part, but that's why I understand him. Because that's how I felt.
Let me tell you something. I feel like me, you, and Mo relate in the same way. I feel like basketball, me personally, for me, I feel like basketball saved my life. Like, if I ain't play basketball, I don't know where the fuck I'd be, honestly. Like I don't know where I would be because I got friends. I got my not even speaking of my friend that's locked up now. I got friends that been going to jail since we was 12, 13.
Right.
We having basketball games. I'll tell the story to this day. We having basketball games. Hood tournament in my block. We waiting on him to come to the game. I don't see him for 18 months. We 14 years old. He come back. We 16. Next time he get locked up, he going to do 8 years. Now he come back. We grown men. It's like damn. Like you feel me? Life come at
Like
you
that.
fast.
Yeah,
And then
just like that.
you see it like to this day. It's like you still one of my best friends, but I can't do that, bro. I'm 32. I gotta, you feel me?
Right.
I got a
Right.
family. I gotta go this way. You feel me? It's
Right.
no.
Right. Right.
I'm always gonna love you, but I'm not. I can't be on that corner no more. I gotta do this now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's something I was just talking about. My people's about earlier. I was just saying like, I'm at a stage where it's like I heard somebody tell me, "Oh, you made it." I'm like, "How?" Because I moved to Cali. Like, Brian, make it like. But in some minds, it's like that. So once I hear that, I'm like, all right, I want to make this shit look possible. You know what I'm saying? I want to make this shit possible because it's like, so sometimes I'll just reach out and speak to certain people randomly. Yo, where you at? You at work? Let me talk to you. Da, 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 da. Reaching out to my block or reaching out to certain people, just checking on them, telling them the shit that like in my world, what they might say. When I mean by my world, the environment that I'm involved with. So it's like they'll probably just catch up. Hey man, I was just thinking about this. So I might do that one day too. Yo man, what's up? What you doing? Like, come on, Ike, you want some bullshit? Nah, what y'all doing? Boom, yo, go to this. My man might let you go to this game. Da da da. Go to this and tell him I sent you. Like shit like that. Give them because it's like, yo, you into that? I know somebody for that. Not to say if I can't give you anything in the world, I want to be able to give you whatever comes with whatever success I get in my life. Because if you fuck with me and support me, I feel like I should be able to do that. Especially if you're not a person who really want it or need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if I feel like it can help, it's like if I get $1 million right now and you need help with a studio, I got a studio, $1 million, all this, why wouldn't I set you up with something? Why would I charge you? Why would I not put it's just not me because I wouldn't want nobody to do that shit to me. Because if I could bring you the value and I could do this and that, I'll take less because you're giving me this. And I work my way up. And then when I get to the point where I say I'll pay for the shit that y'all was paying for and I'll pay y'all shit back. Now I could be independent. Now we could work that way. But by that time, you'd probably be out because the way you think, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about platforms. And we always think it's like another race that does it to us. But it's a group of people that does it to us. And it's people that they don't like. You see, the world don't like stupid people, ignorant people, right? And that has nothing to do with male, female, black, white. It has nothing to do with that. It's just who you are as a person, your characteristic. But they also are afraid of people that is knowledgeable and has wisdom and they confident. So a lot of people that's like me, like how we have similarities, different people. The thing that they that some people might lack is the fact that I might be a little bit confident with certain things that I'm saying because I really lived that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I was a rapper, I'd be making money off the shit if I knew how to rap. But I never want to do that because that's a contradiction lifestyle. You know, gangsters is not supposed to talk about the shit. So why would we gonna rap about it and make millions and then play with the algorithm to have other people follow the same shit? But we talk about what the white man doing. But we getting paid off the white man platform. So, like I said, once again, I stand for that Harlem Renaissance. Like my family owned the brownstones. They had 2-3 brownstones on 38th and 7th, and we had the newsstand and then the shoe parlor and things like that. I had like landmarks and stuff. So I was the first great grand in my family. So my grandfather Herman, he was a Mason. You know, he died. You know, he was in the military. And they gave me all his shit in the beginning. And they always told me, when you get this age, you can get that. I never got none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it always had me think like I had to be this way. And at some point, like when I had my dealings with females and certain stuff, I couldn't stay in relationships. I had commitment anxiety. Like I couldn't do that shit. Like after like, I want another one. But then when I understood what being honorable meant, it's every factor. And I'm like, I don't think I could do this shit. I don't want to be the leader because I knew a leader had to do all the good shit. I didn't want to do that, bro. I wanted to do this, nigga. I wanted to be like that. Now it just be tough because now it's teaching me certain shit where it's like, all right, you gotta come a point where when they gonna call me Mr. Gary? You understand what I'm saying? Like, all right, when they gonna call you that shit, bro? Like, when you gonna allow people, the Garys or things like that, like when you gonna be called by that name? You've been Visionary, you've been Ike, you've been Izzy, you've been Ike Gary, you've been all these other fucking names. When you gonna be Isaac Gary or Mr. Gary? You understand? And that's why I always tell everybody my goal right now in life is like I want to be rich. Of course, that's not my goal, but of course I want to be rich, but I want to be rich when I'm old. So they say, like, why you want to be rich now? Because a lot of niggas get rich now. They're not rich when they old. You know what I'm saying? So if I know if I'm rich old, it don't matter when I get it. As long as I'm rich old, I might get it now and it'll be into forever. So basically what I'm saying, if I get it tomorrow, I want to learn how to build the consistency to keep this shit. I don't want to be a person to say I made it or I did this. Oh, yo, we're going to do this and that, selling dreams. I really want to be a part of something that, like, people be like, damn, I want to go. What if one day somebody be like, yo, I went to college and graduated and got this degree so I can work for Visionary. Like, I be wanting to do shit that I hear that other people doing now, like in the other world. I hear shit like, oh, they got that? People got to go to school to get that job? What if people say they had to go to school to get this job? To work for Visionary? Like, it changes the prestige of who you are as an individual. So all the times I feel like I ain't shit, it's everybody in Visionary that make me feel so good, bro. Like, they go to school, get degrees. The families tell me I'm this. They call, make certain phone calls. No, we trust Ike. Word? Y'all trust me? My mom just told me, get your shit together. At that time, me and mommy straight. But I'm saying at those times, like when you feel down about yourself, everybody in Visionary picked my spirit up. It was never yes men, but it was always, you can look at them, talk to them, and hear certain things, and you always thought about the deeper meanings. Yeah. They're with you. So you too busy caught up in what's not with you, but you ain't focused on what is with you. So if you focus on what's with you and focus on that, as it get better, that's called development. So that's what we have fucked up in New York with basketball. We were so busy trying to cater to what we wanted to cater to, and when it didn't work in our favor, we jumped and reflect and ran to anything that made us felt good. But we destroyed who cared about us when those motherfuckers didn't. And that's not what I wanted to do with Visionary. So it was just like, I didn't care if he was All-American or not. We're going to see this whole thing through. So now in order to be Visionary, you got to stand for what we stand for as a person, not an athlete. As an individual, you could be dumb, nice, and ball, all that shit, about to go to the league. You ain't Visionary, you that, and we cool with you because it's not about that. Like Zion Williams, Visionary, water shit, NBA fits, all that, That's Bryce, bro. That's my bro. Little bro make this per year. That's job man, shit like that. We ain't running off on the. It could be like that, but I'm trying to teach the essence of our people all gonna be special. That none of this shit bothers us. We want people to say, "Oh, those them Visionary motherfuckers," but not for the gangster shit, not for the threatful shit. Like, yo, get around them, man. You get around those guys, and it's not even me. It could be Key with the V hat and doing his own thing. Yo, son, he Visionary, yo. He just because of what we stand for, they look at whoever represented this way. Because it's like when you rep in the gang or you got a flag on, they say all of y'all is what they think the big homie is. Mm-hmm. So I bet y'all could be the toughest niggas or the softest niggas, but they're going to go based off me. So now what we going to do is I'm going to get better. Because nobody care about what schools y'all went to because I didn't get better. So I got to keep bettering myself as a man. Teach me, learn, this and that. So it's like, that's what it is, Key. It'll be some shit where you be like, I run this shit, but you probably ran the shit. Like, yo, it's not even my shit. Because we fuck with, if you bring it, it's like ball. You locking this nigga up, he trying to come at you, lock him up. Now, here, Key, because he bugging. Now you start killing you. Oh, shit. That's how we used to grow. We didn't grow up on, yo, he nice, y'all. Yo, he nice. I'm telling you, he's nice. He nice. Everybody, yo, he cool. Yo, he nice. Now we have a bad game. It's always, oh, because of this. He was tired because of this, because of this. What about the other kid who bust his ass all that because he ain't this? That's what it became. Our shit used to be, you might have to meet up at Clark or IS or this. Brown in Brooklyn. You have to go to them little high schools, the middle schools. Niggas is hooping. Mennesinks, Abos. Niggas had the hoop. You probably in practice like, damn, so I got to get to this run more than your fucking practice because that run was probably bigger than the practice. Because if I go in there and kill Jiggy or one of them or I go score such and such, you get what I'm trying to say? Them Friday night runs and shit, them before Catholic schools, the season start when niggas could come out there Saturdays and shit. Those different things. People don't understand. We're not even having that no more. So now it's like everybody stay in their shell, come out, and now we competing like it's a war show. So I said, fuck it, we're gonna do a banquet. Y'all wanna compete? Y'all gonna come in and be like, oh shit, this some civilized shit. Yes. Put that shit to the side. What can we do? This is my only way of speaking to everybody because, you know, some people are like, fuck what he gotta say. He bugging. Yo, bro, I was 21 to 29 in the game getting fucked over mentally by these older gatekeepers who didn't understand what it is. But if I speak to all of y'all off air and in person, y'all gonna fuck with it. So it's the same thing. So why when we get around this fake corporate and media, we front. So my new way is we having a banquet. Who come, who don't pull up. It's whatever. It's still love. We still gonna keep our message through, but we're not fighting no more. We're not threatening no more. We're not doing none of that shit. That shit's corny because as much as I might think that's cool to me, it's hurting my youngs because they got to deal with that. And I'm never telling them not to rock with this, not to rock with that, because my shit is my shit. But I see that people are tending to say negative things about anybody that's behind or with me because they don't have no control or influence over them. And I don't do that. That shit is corny. So it's like, if y'all don't like me that much, fuck it. Take me out. But leave them the fuck alone. So this is my way of showing, like, this. How do I come in peace and show y'all, like, I forgive. Can y'all forgive? Can we move on? And whoever's not a part of this shit, it's not fuck them, but fuck it. Let's focus on who is on this shit. But because I came up with the message, don't mean I'm the leader. I just wanted to talk to get us together. All right, now we. That's like the nigga putting the party together. Now all the bitches and niggas there. Now I'm going. I got mine. Yeah, I'm going. I don't want to be there. Y'all just remember I put us together. That's it. I don't care. Fuck it. You had a good time. You good. You good. That's what I care about. So instead of having a party and this, I wanted to bring, creativity. Like you might, like it might be something where I might be like, yo, I think I got an idea for you. Or all things hoop or something, just to get y'all to like an all-star weekend. Y'all can kind of use each other, work together, build something, everybody see that, and then it'll help you in your individual shit. It's just like everybody just kind of coming together and just could be like a Grammys. Man, even if y'all fake for the day, be positive for the cause. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the mayor. Well, I do have them involved. The mayor's office. I just spoke to Robert F. Smith's niece, Chelsea Harris. Me and her, mad cool and shit. So she want to get Robert F. Smith involved. That's the guy who owned BET and shit like that. That's the richest black man in America. But his niece, she, you know what I'm saying? We on this consultant board shit together. She want me to help her. She got an HBCU school, high school in Denver, a STEM school. And I'm kind of like working with her in a lot of talks, but she's like, yo, I love what VSONARY got going. Now, how could we be a part of this? How could we this? So it's like a lot of things that I'm working on trying to get involved, but I really want to kind of like bring out, all right, this is what we done. This is what we doing. Boom, cool. But how can I like make it about what everyone else is doing as well? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to. That's what we're working on at this point. Like the head of my committee is BG. You know, me and BG had the little ups and downs, and everybody see it on viral, all that. Put that shit aside, I was tripping, whatever. But I'm also showing that. Like we spoke when BG and I got together, like speaking again. The first thing he did was squash me and cha-ching shit. First thing he did. First thing Roslan said, I'm not getting in the middle of y'all shit. When me and BG got cool and Trav told me to listen to shit, me and Cha-Ching got on the phone, this shit is like, we never had a problem again. This nigga keep calling me. When you get off that interview, I'm at work. Like, this my brother. You know what I'm saying? The same joke. I'm like, nigga, you work overnight. But at the same time, like, we here, and I'm like, look, this is what I'm trying to say, certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother, bro. I was hurt because we came in the game, just me and him. How Mason them niggas came in the game. How Jay and them, I didn't want that to happen to me again. Like those niggas, like, y'all, I'm coming in the game doing all this shit. And y'all about to make my son not fuck with me. Y'all bugging because y'all taking advantage of certain things I didn't want to put out there. That was my brother. Nigga, I had no older brothers. The one nigga I had is my brother, is my cousin. He's strung out on drugs. In fact, I still love him. So Cha-Ching had changed my life because he took me from, I bet, this is what your niggas doing. Me too, I'm from the hill. We from 2 blocks that don't see eye to eye. And we could put the city together. You feel what I'm saying? And we was willing to put our lives on the line for that. But when we kind of separated, I started seeing a lot of the young kids kind of separate. And I take blame and guilt for some of that shit the same way we take the good. So it's like, I'm kind of guilty in my way. Like, I walk around with guilt because it's like, I lost my nephew. You understand what I'm saying? I watch a lot of kids like kind of walk away from the game, but y'all tell us all the good we did. So I want to fix that side. So how do I build better? Because some of these kids might drop off in college. How do we help them with this? So let's go banquet route more than party route or this route, because in everything I want to do with basketball is for middle school only. I don't deserve to be around high school right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's an essence that I got to teach the younger guys before they get to high school, because I fucked up right there. Because there's some high school kids that didn't have the right ride through high school that I got to help them as young adults. That's why we got the DOE, because that's what helped me. So now, you can work a little part-time, stay around it, be around basketball after-school programs, and kind of get familiar with the school system. You might meet somebody. So it's just teaching them certain things. They're young, bro. They're vulnerable. They don't really understand. And you know where we come from. So, and a lot of their parents aren't brighter than me. So if I feel like I got shit to work on and I'm smarter than their parents to their eyes and to them, then they fucked up. So I gotta find ways where I can find resources and other avenues with the cities and all these departments to help our youth. And you don't gotta just be a former basketball player. You could just be someone young. You could be young adults or older guys, like people just trying to get their life together. And that's what I want to be, the dude that I don't like homeless people, meaning like I don't like seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
My son was homeless. My brothers in them was homeless. I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to see that. So it's like I don't diss it. It just motivates me to want to help. Like I don't like seeing somebody starving. I don't like nobody in need. That shit's just annoying because it just brings a negative energy. So my goal, like if I could try to get anything in the world, like my biggest goal with Visionary is try to get $1 billion and get 99 people 1%. And I just pass away. So I gave everybody some. You know what I'm saying? Like I just always want to give somebody like Key. Even if the interview is something, I want to do something else moving forward. Pause. Where it's like, nigga, you my friend. Like we all got these little moments, and like when you said T. Clark and shit, my story might not mean shit to another person going through something, but it meant something to me. So I always want to have that one moment where it's like, yo, you know I rock with you. Not for the this or that, but I want you to remember this about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I see you in this eye, I want to help you in establishing this. And you ain't gonna give me no credit, but that's how I like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, when I told you, I'm like, bro, look at all the names we said. You fuck with some people I love. You love them, and those your guys, whether whatever. Those is people that I love, and that's a whole story you didn't even know. So it's like, if we love people like this and certain shit, why we don't just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be like, yo, you know why I want to help that person? Because I fuck with his mans, and I know you rock with him. So if you can't help him this frustrating, I'm going to help you because I know how you feel about him. You feel what I'm saying? But I know if I help you, somebody respect me a little bit differently than you, so you can't feel no way because you probably delivered the message the wrong. I got so many of my people, older, young, females, all shit. There's other people around me that could give them better advice than me. Sometimes I don't even want to fucking talk to them. My energy be fucked up. But that's me. I don't want to be this, yo, man, yo, how I get it done, yo, bro, I'm not that all the time, bro. I'm the regular, sane person who's trying to get better. And that's what I be wanting everybody to understand. I'm not trying to be perfect, but I'm definitely trying to grow so I don't stunt no growth. I don't want to walk to the door and they slam it in my face and be like, yo, he got to move. They could pull up. What? I might shoot the shit up or something, like, because I'm out. But I don't want to be that person. I want to be a person where, you know, they might not want to deal with me, but I'm allowed in. Because how the fuck I'm not allowed somewhere? Then we might as well do segregation and racism again. So if someone's closing the door on me, that's what I feel like that's when I'm in. But if the world say that we allowed to go anywhere, I don't want no doors closed in my face. So that's basically I don't want to block no more blessings, and I don't want to burn no more bridges. And it's kind of like apology, asking and giving forgiveness for, you know, for New York. Because I lost my nephew, bro, and I can never get him back. And the last thing he want me to do is be bitter. And I can't get him back, and I can't change what's going on. But the only way I could probably put a positive light out there is, you know, the banquet. Let's start here. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just see how I go from that point on. And I'm hoping to do an annual. And we just, since it's your show, we're going to do Visionary Day August 16th as well. I'm going to bring that back. We still didn't have the dynamics of that yet. But that's August 16th. We just came up with that this morning. So definitely gonna do that as well.
Definitely. All right. I'm looking forward to it, man. And before we leave this interview, man, you know, as everybody know, the name of this pod is Key to the Game, and we've been dropping jewels the whole interview, but Key to the Game is just like it's like some advice, some motivation, some jewels you can give to the youth or your younger self that'll help you prosper in life. Like what is your key to game?
My younger self, I tell myself, keep having more conversations in the mirror with myself. Um, keep meditating. You know, that's why I'll tell my younger self, because that keeps me back to the stage when I was 5, 6 years old, and I was the happiest kid in the world, and I always wanted that. Like when I'm a adult now, I try to chase that, but everything was built off of like education, wanting to be smarter, committed to being a better me. So I was working on characteristics. So the younger me was always working on characteristics. So I talk in the mirror more. But to a lot of the young guys or young ladies and people, if you see it, if you really see it, like you see yourself being something, then yourself can be it. You know what I mean? So now you got to figure out, what does it take for me to be it, and just focus on that. And sometimes times get hard and difficult, but that's what people are around. People don't read closed minds. You have to speak. You have to express yourself. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. Delivery sometimes come off wrong, but find the right people. Find a book. Write your thoughts down. Figure it out. None of this shit is cliche. There's no way that we got 24 hours in a day. You could wake up and you impressing either the media, wherever you got to go, and everything. You only spend like 2 hours on yourself, and that's just when you brush your teeth, wash up, and everything in the morning. Then when you run outside, you just everything to everybody else. Put yourself more in order, but not your attitude where it's like it comes off arrogance. Stay normal to what your end goal is every day, because we get sidetracked. It's tough. Like, think about it. We watch basketball. It's 82 season. You know, they sign a 4-year contract. That's just 1 year to deal. Then there's another year. Then there's this. Don't get caught up on what other people doing in their time out. Focus on what you need to do in your time in. And it's all timing. Don't rush the shit. You know, they say tomorrow's not promised, but if you enjoy everything about the moment you're living in now, you're going to get that tomorrow promise. And if the more tomorrows you see promised, you're going to see your dream being promised. You know what I mean? So that's all. Positive mindset.
Yeah, man, that's the key to the game, man.
Yo, Key, I appreciate you too.
I appreciate you too, man. Big visionary, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. This was a great conversation, man. I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Definitely, we're gonna have more people. We're gonna get Jaden. We're gonna get Raslan, Ching. You know, anybody like, you know, they're gonna be tight like, yo, like you always. Nah, man. It's about. It's about like, all right. You see how like you doing something that's dope, and the conversations you having is not about nobody. It's kind of like Shannon Sharp allowing us to do. But you brought me up here, and nobody's talking about anybody.
Yeah.
You seen me on lives, many places, all that. Not one time I took a shot at anybody. Because you give us that, you know what I'm saying? We can talk. You had Kirk Kells over there. That's my family right there. Word. Yeah, man, that's Ray big cousin. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Kells big bro. Like, that's very, like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you a person that you telling the story from the senses that I really wanted to tell a story, but I got in this side of the game. So you get to see all of that, and you're going to be able to bring those stories out. Like, Slime got an interesting story. Cha-Ching's story is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Jaden shit. It's Matt Gier's story.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Slime don't even know that I remember him from. I remember
when he was young. Yeah, Ronnie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like those things. So, like, think about it. You might be able to talk about those essence, and you could see that question you asked me, that little kid. I spoke to you from the letter. I spoke to this little kid talking to you this whole time. So it's like, that's what I could see your platform as, and don't get construed with what other people are doing. You're bringing out the best of us where we feel comfortable speaking about ourselves. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's all I want you
to have that respect, though. That's who you are as an individual, where you can bring that out of us. It's not about how long we knew or anything. You understand, you've been through it, and you prevail and you're doing your thing. So definitely, like, the key to the game, I'm not saying it because I'm on here. I told you and I promised you that I was going to get on this, but everybody need to fuck with you, because I feel more relieved after having this conversation, because I just spoke about some shit that was hard for me to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I appreciate you. Word.
Thank you, bro. Always love, man. That's another episode in the books, man. Key to the game. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to tap in the visionary, man. The merch, the media, entertainment, all that, man. Tap in. www.bigvisionary.org.
My God.
Tell them again.
www.visionary.org.
Yes, sir, man.
All right, my God.